All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I'm your host, Axel1324.
And now I'm Cool Cat Terry.
I'm Eternal Shaddai.
And I'm Fastback 6768.
Yeah. And hold on. We're going to start this morning off right because before we even went live, D47 hit us with a $10 super chat. Terry, take it away with the super MVP.
Good morning. Best part of waking up. GMX I think he meant in the cup. When do we get an official GMX slogan? Good morning, we are Xbox. I thought our slogan was Good Morning Xbox.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
I thought our name was also our slogan.
When do we get it? All right. So if we have a name, we did a slogan. I don't know. I have to think of one. If I think of one throughout the show, I'll let you know.
He's talking about it. GMX in the cup. So if we were to spoof Folgers, it'd be like the best part of waking up is Xbox in your cup.
That's right. And my logo does have an Xbox in the cup. My GMX logo.
The roasted Xbox.
What is it?
Roasted Xbox. Since you usually say roasted coffee, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I think now that I see how he kind of had it written, I think he was trying to do the Folgers slogan, but but the way he read it just made it not. I didn't realize it in time.
You gotta sing it though, like the best part of waking up is GMX in your cup. You gotta sing it, Terry, from your heart.
I can't sing from my heart.
Let's have a cup of coffee with an Xbox logo, and I purposely did that because I'm always drinking coffee during the show. So
just use the slogan from Dunkin' Donuts.
America runs on Dunkin'?
No, America runs on Good Morning Xbox.
There you go. Yeah. I've been seeing this guy. He's been doing like running around screaming at people or screaming slogans in stores. So like he'll order Arby's, take a bite. It's like, oh yeah, Arby's, we got the meats. Like it's just so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, D, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for being here. You are the super MVP with that $10 super chat. Appreciate you, man, and thank you for starting us off right. You are awesome. All right, but before we get to introduce the rest of the chats, Terry, welcome back. You finally made it. What games have you been playing?
I've been playing Cyberpunk pretty much religiously.
That's actually true. I saw that yesterday.
So I've been playing. Yeah, 2077, and so for those of you who don't know, it's on Game Pass. I originally bought it at launch, and it was a pile of doo-doo. So
yes.
I refunded it, and it's been what 5-6 years since it came out. Well, they did all their fixes for it all over the years. Well, it's on Game Pass now, so I figure, you know what? Let's see, how different it is, and it's way different. It's enjoyable now, and I've been playing through it. I'm actually at the end of the campaign. I'm on a quest right now where if you do it, it says this is the point of no return. So I'm at that point. I just haven't played the quest. I've been cleaning off my map because I'm the kind of person when I finish the main story, I'm done. I got to make sure everything else is done. Even though I can finish the story and still do more, the story has to be the ending. It has to be the true ending. So if you're still doing more, if you're still doing other odds and ends, it's not the true ending.
Right.
How many hours?
I think I'm at 47 right now.
Yeah, that's a good commitment. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Shaddai, what have you been playing, buddy?
I have been playing Castle of Heart Retold. That's what it's called. If you don't know what it is, I'm like, man, let me write a synopsis. You play as a sovereign, a brave knight who's been cursed and turned to stone by an evil sorcerer serving the dark god Chernobog. His beloved Mira, a priestess, is kidnapped, and sovereign, whatever it is, must fight through monsters, deadly traps, and cursed lands to rescue her before his stone body completely crumbles into dust. What makes the game unique is the stone curse mechanic. Your body slowly deteriorates as you play. So you need to defeat enemies and collect health to stay alive. Along the way, you battle mythological creatures, bosses, uncover more about the legend of Savra and Mira. So yes, you have to beat monsters to stay alive. If not, your body start breaking down completely and you die.
That is
Yep.
an interesting one. So it's
It's-
an indie game. All right, hold on. Let me skip this crap and get straight to the
That's the gameplay right there. Yeah.
the gameplay. Okay, so you play at night and you have to keep going, or else you die.
Or you die because you are cursed. The way the story goes is whoever have pure hearts, or pretty much your heart, you're a nice person, you turn into stone. But if you like have evil heart, you stay alive. So he's in between. So
So
he's
this
like,
is a game that's showing you that nice guys finish last. Everybody,
yeah,
okay?
it's a funny way of the way they put it. I'm like, that makes it's weird. But yeah, it's an interesting game. Yes, it is. It was cheap, so I bought it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. So I'm almost done with that game with almost 100% of achievements.
Nice. Right on. Fastback, what have you been playing, buddy?
A lot of Grounded 2. I stayed up late last night. I'm playing Grounded 2 because they have the new DLC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So the other day I had jumped in there with a buddy of mine from work on his map, and he had so much stuff done. It's just amazing when you jump into someone else's map and how they build their setups and layout, organize, and I mean he had so much stuff. So I was kind of lost a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I helped him complete the last 2 DLCs. So I'm like, all right, let me go back to my map. I need to start updating my stuff. And so I just got stuck, and I stayed on to about 3 a.m. last night on that. Thursday,
Yeah.
or Friday, I played Busbound. So I picked it up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I got my $10 gift card on Xbox. So I only paid I think it's only like a $24 game or so. So I paid half of that.
That's cool.
Pretty much. And it's a cool game. I mean, it's a city bus simulator. You start off with, you have a couple buses you start off, and you just gotta start doing your routes and start picking up people, and of course you gain points or whatever as you're picking up people, how you drive, right? So if you drive too fast, people will let you know. If you don't stop, if you go over speed bumps too fast, if you don't stop in time, but you see people's reactions to people on the bus. Oh wow, it's kind of cheesy because they're all like, "Oh wow, great stop," and stupid stuff like that. But you can decorate your buses, paint liveries and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool, and you're just driving around the city, just picking up people and just trying to score good points. But it's got some decent humor to it, so still got a long way to go. Open up the city, so
That's cool.
yeah. So whenever I feel like being a bus driver, I'll jump in there once in a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
I never feel like being a bus driver.
Oh man, I work into that department is not great.
No,
I'll tell you
hard
that.
pass. Let me think. So I've had like gaming ADD this week. I played so many games. The main game I played is Replaced. I'm almost done with it. But like I said, I have gaming ADD. I haven't played it in like a few days. I'm almost done with it, and then I stopped playing it. And I started playing, like I was playing Forza Motorsport, I was playing Helldivers, and then I was playing Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. And then I played some Age of Mythology retold, and then I'm like, oh shoot, the new Diablo DLC came out. Abandon everything, pick up some Diablo, play that for a few hours. Oh man, I gotta tell you, the cinematics on this new one are intense. They're intense. So we'll see what happens.
Hmm.
Because Blizzard has always been known for great cinematics, but I feel
Mhm.
like this one is taking it to another level. And
This
so,
this the one that added the paladin.
yeah, the paladin and the warlock, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it's Lord of Hatred. So I really like it because it just continues the stories. Like the original Diablo 4 is about Lilith, who is the daughter of Hatred, and then the first DLC is called the Vessel of Hatred, right? Because he possesses somebody, and now I'm playing the one called Lord of Hatred. So I think it's totally cool. We'll see if it's the last DLC, but I hope not, man. I'm loving Diablo 4.
Is that included into the premium?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm thinking, because I know about the expensive one when it first came out. So I'm not really sure.
No, this isn't Diablo 4 complete. No. I don't think it's included in the premium. Usually in premium, all you get is on Diablo is skins.
Mm. Yeah, because I think I bought the expensive one.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's-
you can always
it's
go
still-
look to see what it says on the DLCs.
Yeah, you can look at the Xbox store, check it out.
Yeah.
Let's check out. Speaking of checking out, chat. Let us know what you've been playing while we check out some of your chats here. Sith Lord's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says hashtag we are Xbox. Absolutely, we are. Especially Terry. If there's anyone that can be the face of Xbox, is right there. Check it out.
Okay.
Shout out to Doggy Dog. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And even he says good morning to Terry first. See what I mean? The face. See? Crazy Greek Dude's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Drac Pulse is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, I think people focus on hardware too much in 2026. Mobile gaming is biggest for a reason. Having no internet that isn't good for streaming games isn't an excuse like it was 15 years ago. All right, so 3 statements. Let's see. People focus on hardware too much in 2026. Hey, when you own a storefront, your hardware is how you expand it. So people need. So I think platform holders, if they want to expand their stores, they should really focus on expanding their hardware. Mobile gaming is the biggest reason. It is massive. Yeah, the young generation cares about their mobile phones. Trust me, it is massive. Wow, we've always acknowledged that here. And having no internet that isn't good for streaming games isn't an excuse like it was 15 years ago. I'm gonna guess he means online games.
Yeah. I don't know that one. You already know, Axel, when you went to Mexico, the internet wasn't great. So that one is.
There was also like 300 people in one house.
Yeah, it just depends on where you're at, and I mean, but the infrastructure has gotten a lot better over the years, and then you got Starlink, and if you don't have good infrastructure in your city, the right companies, there are other ways to improve your internet.
Believe me, when I was at Dominican Republic, it wasn't the best because it started raining and the internet was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, when I travel to other countries, it does suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
nothing will ever beat wired internet, baby.
That's easy.
Of course, people that go to Japan say it's much better over there. So,
oh yeah, no.
What is it, like a gigabyte? Shoot.
All depends on your city.
Korea are crazy fast on the internet.
Yeah, it starts with your city because they're the ones who make deals with these companies to come in, and if they are only favor one company and the company's internet infrastructure sucks, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah, like I was stuck on Spectrum, and as soon as I could move over to AT&T, I did, and let me tell you, the world of difference.
That's why you keep getting throttled, huh?
I don't get throttled at all.
On the show, you're
that's YouTube. That's Texas. That's Texas having like a church every other house. It's like house, church, house, church, house, church.
They must all be on
these churches
AT&T.
going live at the same time.
They're all using AT&T.
They're all using the internet. I don't think Spectrum owns their like.
I have Spectrum.
I think Spectrum rents their.
I have Spectrum and
fiber. I don't think they own their own fiber. Just being honest.
I don't.
So it might just be all AT&T. Cool cat.
Yeah, we had AT&T put fiber in our neighborhood. I'm kind of waiting for Google to do theirs. It just hasn't reached my street. So
So I have Cox Communication, and they are in the process of putting fiber in for me. So, well, they're putting it in for business. But technically, my home is a business, so I can probably still get it.
There is a fiber over here, but it's like a small company called Greenlight. So, and it's only to a selected area of this city. I'm like, really? Not the whole city? Only this section?
Yeah. I got into a neighborhood that got built right before fiber got dropped, and they never added fiber to it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Let's see. Lydia Sarmiento's in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. It says, good morning, good morning, group. Blessings to everyone on this beautiful day. Oh, thank you. So kind.
Buenos dias.
Greeting to everyone in this wonderful program. Oh, she's so sweet. Special greetings to my aunt. She ruined it. Oh, my God. No,
Read it.
kidding.
You better read it.
She says, special greetings to my beloved Shadao.
I don't care. It's Shaddai.
It's a Shadao. No, that's not you. It's Shadao. Okay.
Don't care.
Oh, God.
Yes. You better read it. It's called Good Morning. That's a nice breakfast for me.
I love you. Have a lovely day. There you go.
There you
go. She's so funny.
Yeah, she is.
And by the way, we're not teasing you. We're teasing Shaddai.
Yeah. Oh, no, she knows that every single time she tells me, like, yeah, they're making fun of you real high. I'm like, yes, they are.
Yeah. Shout out to Apex NYC. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Appreciate you. Let's see. Just looking. Doggy says he's been playing Invincible versus story mode is only an hour, but man, it's a cool episode. Ooh, it's an episode. Okay, that's cool. Jack Pohl says he's been playing Fallout 3 again, doing low intelligence build. Oh, okay. No hacking at all for you.
Right.
Shout out to Ray Chi. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Says bus were made to buy unreliable to kill the public transport of the public transport. GM killed the rail system. I am so confused right now, Richie. I'm sorry, Richie. I am so confused with your sentence. I apologize. I don't understand it. Let's see. D, thank you so much for being here. You are the super MVP. Says Crimson Desert. It's like a time machine. Just hours later every session. Yeah. Some.
I want to play that.
Some of them are up there. Let's see. Love Big Money. Thank you so much for being here. He says, Army Xbox, hit the likes up. Yes, please do. Every like you guys hit helps us
hit it, punch it,
especially in the live section of YouTube where we compete for views, and that would really go a long way.
Hit it, punch it, or press it, whatever.
I built a van into an RV and used Starlink Mini. I get high-speed internet anywhere in literally the middle of nowhere in Nevada right now, and I have no issues playing Warzone through streaming. That's cool.
I think Starlink's is a good investment, especially if you live in an area where.
I wish I had that when I was in the desert. Let me tell you, the only thing they had out there was satellite, and they would only give you like 20 gigs, and then you had to pay like a lot to get extra. So expensive.
Oh yeah, the old God, who used to own it?
Comcast?
No, it was a company that's basically gone now because they never invested more into it. They just were charging people with the wazoo. It was like you could say, like it was so bad. It was like you could send 10 emails and then reach your limit. It was
what?
Crazy. Yeah,
that was bad back then.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. All right, let's get the show started, shall we, everybody? And we're going to start the show off with a trailer. Terry, you ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. No reason. Creative Assembly, okay. Phone, so we're in at least the 90s at the earliest. And that was it. That was the whole trailer. But it's who announced the trailer that's really the story, right? Because Alien Isolation 2 gets its first teaser from Sega, and that was it. What a terrible teaser, in my opinion.
Yeah. I just watching that trailer, I couldn't even tell you if that was.
Yeah, but people went crazy over it, right? So Alien Isolation, you guys know that it's a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Game if you played it, even though IGN gave it a 6.
Why am I not surprised?
So here you go. Alien Isolation got announced. And the first teaser just dropped, and while Shorty gives you the first proper look at the sequel. So let's take a good look at some of these. Stop playing. Right. So if you've ever seen the show Aliens, not the show, the movie, you see that when the xenomorphs take over, the civilization basically falls apart. So here the person is opening the doors, right? Very much like they do in the Aliens movie, James Cameron's Aliens, right?
Yep.
Like right here, and to show the dampness of a planet that is in the middle of being terraformed, and it's looking pretty rough. So in Alien Isolation 1, you were stuck on a ship, right?
Yeah, like a
One ship,
space
one
station or
alien,
something
right?
like that, yeah.
And so this is Alien Isolation 2, and it looks like they're expanding it to a colony that just, or maybe not a colony, but like a group of workers that were supposed to be terraforming the planet, and it didn't go quite according to plan. So yeah,
Never does an Alien movie franchise.
that's right. Now remember, the phone booths are what you used to save the game back in the day. So yeah, it's interesting because we will see. We will see. Now a lot of people have it. I think Alien Isolation is the best Alien use of the Alien license in a long time, and I wanted Colonial Marines to do amazing, by the way, but it didn't. So that's where we are on Alien Isolation. Terry, did you play the OG Alien Isolation?
No, it wasn't a thing for me. So
No.
Nope.
I like getting scared.
Nope. I watched other people play that game. That game looked boring as all get out, man. Like that's
unbelievable.
She's back.
Literally one of the most boring games ever made, and then eventually the alien will pop out and get you, but you're literally dying of boredom, and then you die. And that's the game right there. You're dying of boredom, and then you die.
Yeah, no, I think Alien Isolation is a great game, personally. What about you, Shaddai? Did you play Alien Isolation?
Saw it. Seen it. I'm not gonna say it's boring. It never caught my attention.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it didn't caught my attention. I tried my best.
There you go. All right. What about you, Fastback? Did you play Alien Isolation?
I did. It was challenging.
It is challenging.
If you grew up with aliens, I kind of think it doesn't matter how old you are. Those things, man, they creep you out. And especially when you're playing in a game where you're hiding, like in the movies, you know, the characters are always, you know, yeah, they fight the aliens, but they also hide for them too at times. Mm-hmm. So in the game, you're like trying to survive, right? You're not a warrior. You're not a soldier. So
yeah, and you're playing Ripley's daughter, aren't you?
I
think you are. I think you played Ripley's daughter.
Well, I mean, in the movie, it wasn't really her biological daughter. I don't know if it was her daughter. Honestly,
yeah, because I think in the movie they found her so late in life that her daughter had like great grandkids already. So yeah,
that could be. Yeah, it's been a while, so
yeah. So
I would be interested in this story, though.
We'll see who the character is on this one. And shout out to Dreadpool. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Yeah, I guess you're right, Dreadpool. It would be just an outpost then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You are absolutely right. Shout out to Stitch25. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, it was the first game where the AI was actually unpredictable. It really was. Like a lot of people, some people quit because they couldn't outsmart the AI. And that's interesting to me. And yeah, you are Ripley's daughter. So I love that we have an alien fan in the house. Shout out to you.
That's my buddy.
Yeah. Hey, your buddy plays good games. When are you going to start playing some good games?
Yeah, that's when he wants to.
I wonder if it had come out because, you know, this past year, You had Alien Earth.
Mhm.
So you had a TV series on Alien.
Mhm.
Got a couple of movies, so I'm surprised this didn't come out around that time. While that was trending. But
Hey, games
Yeah.
will come out when they're ready.
no,
Put it
I
that
look
way.
forward to it.
Took me a year to beat that game on the hardest difficulty. Dang, I would never play that game.
No, I would not.
Why nice? It's good,
Big deal
Again-
because Alien Isolation got announced, right? Here's the teaser trailer, and people look at this. Hooah! Like transforming. You got this one saying, "We're back with an alien serving being a bartender." I love the internet. We are so back, and look at this. So here's Alien, right? And then I don't know what kind of mod they installed, but they show here's Ripley. I think it's Amanda Ripley is her name, right? And she combs her hair.
Unless
As the
coming
alien
behind.
gets her.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. I used to pray for times like this. Yeah. We got. Oh, here you go. I'll let you. Terry.
Alien Italian.
Italian isolation.
Ridiculous.
I paused my alien isolation to be here. Yeah, there you go. Oh man, and it just gets going. Like people are so excited.
I might have to go back to. I don't think I completed it. I played quite a bit, but then something else came up.
I love how this one's all like in Minecraft. There are monsters. You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby in Minecraft. You're like, okay, whatever. But in Alien Isolation, you may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. It's like what? Love it. Little known fact: the alien had 2 different AI to navigate and look for you. Yeah, the AI was crazy. Like there was an audio AI, a smelling AI, a tracking AI. It was crazy how good. I mean, look at that.
It was tough.
That game. Oh, so
Since
good.
I only saw it, but what is it, like a sneaky game? You don't use no weapons, no nothing?
No, you're a scientist.
Yeah, you're just trying to survive.
Basically,
You got areas that are
down all
locked
your
out.
crew. Like, did you ever see the original Alien?
The movie a little bit, but not a whole
The
lot.
very first one was a 1v1.
Yeah.
And this thing totally won the 1v1. It's
Mhm.
good. It's good, man. Yeah, there you go. Dreadful. It's a hide and go seek game.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty
Got
much.
it.
If you run into it, but there's also the other guys, the synthetics. They go crazy and they try to kill you too.
Yeah.
It's a really good game. If you haven't played Alien Isolation, I highly recommend it. I don't play very many horror games, but I definitely recommend this one.
Play
You
it at
know what?
night. Turn out the
You know-
lights.
From what I have seen, I could actually only give it a 6 out of 10.
Get out of here. Get this guy out of here.
You must work it out again.
Unbelievable. IGN should die over there.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the first trailer, Terry.
Okay.
Hey, Terry,
Ready for the next trailer.
she's already pre-ordered it. She's ready.
She's
Nah.
already pre-ordered it.
I was like, next.
You already pre-ordered it, Terry? That's so cool.
I ain't buying that boring stuff.
All right, you ready for the next trailer, Terry?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
It's another alien.
It's another alien. So hold on, I'm making sure I don't mess up the stream. Here we go.
Standing by.
Love jazz. Characters, world, and story. So there is a partnership between Xbox and Sega. Hold on. Oh, I went a little too far. There we go. Between Xbox and Sega. So if you remember, Xbox did a special look at Beast of Reincarnation, and that one's almost out. And now they're doing a special look at Stranger Than Heaven from Sega. event on May 6th and May 7th, a 2-day event.
Wow, really?
Wait, no, sorry. I take that back. May 6th for Americans, May 7th for Japan. Okay.
Oh.
The day ahead of us. Sorry. I take that back. So a special look at Stranger Than Heaven, where they will be talking about, and they literally said it here, characters, world, and story. And what's making this game really cool is that it takes place through several timelines. And I don't know if it's just you going through those decades or your kids, because 5 decades. That's crazy.
Yeah.
To me, that's super neat. I'm interested in Stranger Than Heaven already. I was already interested. And now that they're doing this little showcase, I think it's super cool. Terry, are you going to watch? Are you going to tune in and look at it and look at... Oh. Are we still live?
Oh, man. Terry was correct.
I told you.
Too early.
Terry was correct.
It's that AT&T.
Oh, man. Terry's
There we go.
correct.
We're still live. Okay. So Stranger Than Heaven event coming on. Terry, are you going to tune in?
Probably not. I don't really like watching stuff like that when it comes to games because there's too many spoilers and things. I don't want to know too much about stuff.
Okay. What about you, Shaddai?
Yes, I will watch this. I'm very interested in this game. I really am. Love it. We already seen what was the Pirates game that it was successful too.
Beast of the Pirate. Oh, Yakuza?
Yakuza something pirate whatever it is.
I don't think this is the same people, is it?
Yes, right there. Next,
It is. You're right. It is. They're right there.
yeah, right there.
Oh, so it's a Yakuza game. Oh man, this game's going to be 100 hours long.
I was just about to ask that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so by the same people.
Hmm.
I am going to look forward to it. I love this game.
But an all new game, it's not set in the same universe as the Yakuza? Like
No, these supposedly
know.
these are standalones. Supposedly these are standalones.
I've never got into the Yakuza games.
Oh man, they're so good. They're
and-
so damn good.
The closest one that I played, I didn't play the Yakuza, but I did play Judgment. And Judgment was good.
Okay. Hold on. So I just found out RGG Studio is not involved in this at all.
Hmm.
But isn't that their logo right there?
It should be, because how can it? How are they not involved into this?
Hold on. Now you got me thinking here.
Cyber Gunter, the one for the pirate. I think it's Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Mm-hmm. It's like a dragon, dragon pirate in Yakuza or something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. How can not be involved into this when it's their own game?
Yeah.
I mean, is it a
Well, that's just it. I don't know
different
if it is.
studio that did this one compared to? They're still part of Sega, but maybe they're
Studio.
under the same studio, but a different team, maybe.
Let's see. RGG Studio. Who makes this?
No, it's called. I think it's called Rio something. It's
Raigak Gotoku Studios.
Right.
Yeah, that's RGG. So how is this not in the Yakuza universe? Weird.
no, like I say, it's a standalone.
Yeah,
It's the same
that's
thing
what
with
I'm
the Yakuza Like a Dragon. It's a standalone. It has the name of it, but it's just a standalone.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, because if you look at Yakuza, they have 6, which they are interconnected into one.
Oh jeez.
When like a Dragon came out, they already said it was going to be a standalone.
If I maximize this, it like crashes. It's weird.
Oh, wow.
All right. So yeah. The no shared locations, nothing. So yeah. Interesting. Anyways, So, yeah, Stranger Than Heaven to me looks pretty cool. I like the way it looks. I'm very interested in it. I have yet to see what the heck the point is, but it goes into the brawler side of Yakuza, which is cool. So, yeah. So it is announced. It will bring us 30 minutes. It will be 30 minutes of details. So I am totally in.
Nice.
Fastback,
Yeah.
are you in?
Yeah, actually, I mean, even though I didn't play the Yakuzas, but I I like this for the time periods that they're in. You don't really get a lot of games where they're in the 20s, 30s, 40, that those decades.
Mhm.
So I'm very interested in how this is playing out because are you start off with the grandfather or great grandfather, and then then you go through different
Other than
generations.
Yakuza, who
It's
knows?
the same, or just different characters in each decade or what, but dealing the story of, in the streets and down, where it's rough, right? From that
Mhm.
perspective in that country. So, yeah, this looks really interesting.
It totally looks awesome to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. RGG always cooks. To me, they always cook.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens. I like how I'm saying they always cook and they serve the guy.
And then
meal.
they still,
So Stranger Than Heaven. I love that Xbox is getting a partnership with this. They definitely need more partnerships. I love these third-party partnerships they're starting to land.
Mhm.
Loving it. Absolutely loving it.
and you know what's interesting? Like you got this, and this is in Japan, right?
Mhm.
And then here soon we're gonna get Forza 6, and you get to see a modern Japan, and racing around, and then this just a different perspective, right?
Mhm.
So interesting. 2 games in Japan.
Definitely.
Yeah, there you go. There's some Forza driving.
So basically, this is just basically Mafia, just based in Japan.
you read my mind.
That's what the
You read
Yakuza
my
This one
mind.
looks like I love the Mafia franchise. They're fantastic games.
Yeah, you're probably about right.
So,
Yeah.
so to me, just by looking at the little clips, it looks just like Mafia, just set in Japan.
Well, remember, Mafia is what is named here in the United States. In Japan, it's called Yakuza.
Well, Sega already has that game. So-
Yeah.
So they're making another one, but they're making it more similar to Mafia.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but telling the story, that side of that underworld crime syndicate in Japan, right?
Mhm.
That version.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so I think it's super cool. I'm definitely can't wait for it myself. Let's see.
and I like that we're seeing this with Xbox is now doing stuff like this. Like they're staying in the news. I read somewhere somebody said that we're probably going to get 1 or 2 of these a month. Like they're just going to keep doing this.
That would be cool. Yeah, get them in the news. Start associating
You're
some
gonna
games with the
start
Xbox
Xbox
brand. I
Presents.
think that'd be great.
A month.
Well,
Even though they're not exclusive, at least advertising rights, it means a lot.
Mhm. Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, Sega is what the number one probably collaborative with Xbox because they be doing a lot of
It's Sega, Capcom, and Square right now.
They have
Phil Namco too. Yeah.
Phil has done a lot of work on Japanese studios, Sega
Mhm.
and others. So
Mhm.
that's
Yeah,
where
because when it comes to that, Sega has always been on top when it comes to Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good thing.
Remember, a lot of people consider Xbox to be the official heir to what used to be the Sega
Dreamcast.
consoles.
Yeah, the Dreamcast.
Yeah. Dog says Axel rated on Hughes Satellite Internet. That's who it was. Yeah, Hughes Internet. Yeah.
Mhm.
Shout out to Doggy. Yeah. Cyber Gunther's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. He says, "Sup, give us up, man."
So, Cyber, did you like all that trading back and forth the Cowboys and your whiners did during the draft?
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Good to have you here.
Amazon is coming out with internet also and already partnered with some states like Wyoming. Oh my God. I bet you every time you open your browser, it takes you straight to Amazon.com. Buy this.
I'm going to be included with my Prime membership.
Yeah. And Cyber Gunther says he beat Pragmata a few days ago. How was it, man? That's on my backlog for sure. Let me know how it was. All right, Terry, are you ready? Are you ready to spruce up your life a little bit?
Okay.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
especially that boring computer you got going over there, that's putting you to sleep. You need some Xbox wallpapers. That's right. So a lot of people made a big deal over the new Xbox style of logo, which is this one that Asher Sharma put out, and people loved it so much that they turned it into a wallpaper for your computer and a dynamic background for your console. And this one is inspired by the OG Xbox, right? So it had kind of more of a clear. It's the current logo, just draped in the OG Xbox scheme. What do you think, Terry?
I think that's more like a
worth your time
360.
to install this on your computer?
I mean, I see what they're doing because Asha did say that she wanted to kind of get back to their roots a bit, so that's what she's doing, at least cosmetically. So I see what she's doing. This will definitely have nostalgia for some people. For me, I'm indifferent. I don't care what the logo looks like. I just want it. As long as I have good service and great games, I'm happy. I couldn't care less about the logo.
She's not hyping it.
You're not selling it.
I don't care about what the logo is because it don't matter. Okay.
So you prefer the modern logo?
I don't care what kind of logo they have. I don't care about the logo.
This one?
I care about the games. I care about the games.
We're not talking about games right now. We're talking
I care
about logo.
about high quality hardware. I care about the fact that I can use the same controller that came with the console for 7 years and it won't break unlike the competitors. That's what I care about. The logo means dick.
Whoa. So you're telling me you see this logo and you're like, I don't trust it.
It's not that I don't trust it. I don't care.
I don't care that this controller has this logo on it. This
Don't
controller
care.
that I love for 7 years and won't break.
You know what I don't
You
look
don't trust
at?
it?
You know what I don't look at? I don't look at the logo that's on here. I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at my game.
So how do you turn it on? When you turn it on, you're like, oh man, the lights is on.
No. I can literally turn it on by pressing the button without even having to look at the button.
Oh, wait, let me turn it on.
It's not that complicated. It's like, you know how you press the A button like 100 times in a game and never look at it? Same thing.
I see. Hold on. I'm just getting this thing going.
Yeah, but at least we're
Okay,
looking
so
at
they had
Apple's
this logo. All right. You don't care about the OG logo. Do you care about the 360 logo?
Don't care.
That's way too bright.
What about you, Fastback? Which one do you care about? Do you care about these?
Yeah, no, I like them. I had the updated logo on my Xbox background.
Yeah, there we go. Mad at the people.
I like it. It's got a little bit of smoke, because Sasha's smoking right now. So you see that she's eating things up.
You need to dial back that white background because I need my
yes.
I want to choose that one. But these are all she added the refresh one, and then she added the other ones also.
She also added an Xbox One logo.
Yeah,
what about you? You go Xbox One?
Well, actually, I took the black one. I'm with Terry. The one that is like the white background. It was hurting my eyes. So I took the black. The green one. I'm like, man, that's kind of way too green because it's kind of blended. So you have to look if it's actually the logo in the middle. Like right now.
I love it.
No, so I took the black one.
All the logos look good. It's just that whoever made this artwork has the worst taste in backgrounds because it's just ugly to look at.
Colors.
You don't put this on top of that, man. Who? Come on. You need if you're going to be advertising a logo, you need that logo to pop.
Yes.
You don't hide it in the background. Okay.
And here's the series logo. The same.
Axel made that image.
That's the one that I have right there.
See, all the logos are fine. It's just changing the color.
I prefer
360, Xbox One, and the Xbox Series. Which one are you picking, Terry? If you have to pick one, which one are you picking?
They're all from what you showed. They're all exactly the same except for color.
Yeah, that's literally it. So
I don't care. It's the same freaking logo. I don't care.
Terry's picking. I can already. She loved this one. She's picking this one. That's what she's locking
They're
in.
all the freaking same. Okay, I don't care.
She's locking in. Shaddai, which one are you locking in?
I have the black one.
Which one?
Not that one.
This one.
That one, yeah. That's
All
the
right.
one
So
that
he's
I
going
have.
with the series console. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Fastback. Which one are
What?
you picking?
Already-
You saw that, you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So she did pick one.
Yeah,
She
picked
picked
the
one.
series. No, she
Well,
locked in.
pick one. The pick one, just the pick one. I would pick that one.
There you go.
I like things looking white. It looks crisp
Yes.
and clean.
Terry's back.
I want them to make the next Xbox. I want a white one, and I don't want the white one to have to be the lower version. You know what I mean? They always do that. They always make the high quality hardware like the black console, and then whenever they downgrade, it's always the white one. I want a full size, high powered white console. It looks crisp and clean.
They got it now. They got the
What?
Series X white one. You just got
They
to
should
pay
make
for
the
it.
green
I'm
one.
not buying another one when I got one that works. It needs to be available at
But
launch.
at launch, they don't. Yeah.
They don't do it.
They
And
don't
I'm
do
not
the
I'm not
whole-
the type of person that's gonna buy multiple consoles. I buy the one, and this one is the only one I'm gonna own until I upgrade to the next generation. I will not buy another one just to buy another one. I don't do that nonsense.
Just buy the Starfield wrap and it's white. Yeah, there you
No.
Oh,
No.
no, I got you covered, Terry. I got you some Rust-Oleum white. We can fix it.
I might need to do that myself just because
Just go to the corner store and buy a spray paint. You know, just put in white.
Yeah, that's why I said some Rust-Oleum.
that's a Rust-Oleum.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. All right. So,
So,
what about you? Which one are you taking?
No, OG. I like the green on the OG one.
This one?
I prefer that color scheme.
God, jeez.
Oh man, which one am I picking? All right. Let's see. There's this one. Okay. There's Terry's favorite. This one. She wants a white console to be as bright as this logo right here. Let's see. The Xbox One logo looks cool to me. I did love the Xbox One. I have a lot of love for the Xbox One, believe it or not.
Yeah, but it's way too blend to the background, like Terry said.
I'm gonna have
It's
to go with the
crazy.
OG Xbox. Yeah, this one just pops
Good job,
the most
sir.
for me.
It
Yeah.
does.
Gonna have to go with the OG for sure. Dreadpool, where's the Helix version option? There's no Helix version option.
Not yet. They haven't revealed it yet.
No. The only thing they have for Helix officially is this.
So
That's
he
not
wants
really
that
an
in green.
Xbox
So-
logo.
But I think he wants that logo that represent Helix as green. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, they don't have an official Helix logo yet. Sorry, Dread. I know.
Maybe next month.
Yeah. So let's see. What else we got here? Dreadpool says I love the new retro 90s neon logo. Yeah, this one right here, the OG, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want high quality hardware, just move over to PC for all the games. That's right. Plays all the games, even all the games that you shouldn't be playing. I love my PC.
Well, you can do it in Xbox mode.
Yeah.
I don't like saying that that's high quality because it's the same manufacturers. So like literally whatever, I can get AMD stuff in my console just like my PC. You're not getting higher quality anything. You're getting the same stuff.
No,
got
it's high quality.
Yeah, but
It's
you
different.
got different.
Different
Okay.
specs.
Different
It's
hardware.
different
Let me take that back. I don't
specs.
say higher quality because some of it is
It's not
trash.
higher quality. The same manufacturers are making the junk. It's just different specs for performance. That's the
I'm
only
gonna say
difference.
that
If
you
he
get
wanted to say
higher-
higher performance, I would agree with him. But he said higher quality. It's the same shit.
Terry's pissed off this morning with this logo.
It's
I didn't know
Xbox
this
is
logo was going to
Hey,
rile you
my
up, Terry.
AMD
custom.
PC has higher quality AMD than your AMD Xbox. What kind of stupid nonsense?
I just want to point out that when I showed Terry this logo, it triggered something in her brain. Like she's going through PTSD right now when she saw this logo right
It's the
here.
bright whiteness of that background. That's what's triggering me. It's too bright. It's too bright. Like I like white, but I don't want blinding white. Okay.
Oh, it's so funny. Let's see. Since Sears is in the house, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, white consoles and controllers get dirt way too easy. Sorry to sound like that, but I ain't doing no white joints.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know what? This white Xbox light has the same amount of dust as my black console, and you know what? It don't look any more dirty than this.
Hold on, let me zoom in. Enhance. No, I can't see the dust particles.
That's the reason why she got that. What is that, like a little fan or something behind you? That's the reason why. See, behind you on the wall.
All the way back there?
Yeah.
That's a space heater.
See, she's trying to suck up all the dust, so she can say this one got more
No,
than the
that's
other.
a space heater because we don't run the furnace at all. That's how we keep our bill so low. We don't use our furnace in the winter.
So she's burning dust.
So I only heat one room at a time, whichever room I'm in.
Nice.
Dude, our bill is so cheap in the winter. You all laugh, but you guys are paying over $200 a month to heat your house. I'm over here paying like $60. So joke's on you.
I thought my bill was low. I'm paying only like $100. So yeah. Let's see. OG Xbox all day. Too many good memories on that console. All right. So Rich, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He's choosing this logo as well. Dreadpool's choosing this one. I want the one that looks like neon, but OG neon. Yep, this one right here. Sapple's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Let's see. I haven't used my PC since my Mac Studio showed up. I've been playing all my Xbox games on xCloud. Hey, man, that's cool. That's cool. That's why it exists.
It is a pretty shade of green. I will give them that. It's a pretty shade of green. Yep.
Okay. Shout out to Revan Skywalker. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Weird day. Can do COD every year, but zero Marvel, Star Wars, AAA exclusives in the last 20 years. Some downsies run Xbox. I know a lot of people are asking for some exclusives, especially in the Star Wars and Marvel or comic book era. We have the Blade game being made, but I don't know if it's going to be exclusive or not. And then, but me personally, I was all for them buying WB and getting the Batman rights exclusive.
Yeah.
So I'm totally there with you, man.
And Mortal Kombat too. Buy that Stevie. As far as Star Wars, I mean, back in the
I wouldn't
day,
pay for Star Wars license, man. That's too expensive.
no, it is now. But back in the day, you had KOTOR, right? And I think that was only on Xbox and when it came launch.
I thought they were making a new one similar to that.
Yeah, but they're making a remake. But it was a PlayStation exclusive, and
they were at first, but I'm not sure if it's going to be exclusive.
Yeah. Talos Ray's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy.
Talos Ray.
Yep. Dreadpool says she uses the Xbox to heat the room. Oh. Hey, you know,
that's what that PS4 is there for.
Those are the logos we picked. Terry, how did the chat feel about the logos?
All right, which Xbox generation inspired wallpaper do you like best? 70. No, excuse me, I lied. 47. I was dyslexic for a second. 47% like the OG. You like that crisp, darker green.
This one right here.
33% prefer the Xbox Series. You like that, that crisp whiteness. And then 13% of you like the blinding whiteness of the 360. And then 7% of you were so blind by the 360 one that you chose the ugly, blended in Xbox One logo.
I like
they call it the gangrene one.
They could no longer see at that point, so they picked.
So funny.
Yeah, I call it the gangrene.
No, this is the John Cena wallpaper.
Or you could use the logo that Axel has on his hat. That could work too.
Right?
And fastback.
For some reason, I didn't open the next story link, so let me open it here. I can't see it. It's like John Cena. All right, there we go. All right, let's get into the meat and greet. All right, Terry, relax. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in.
Try to contain myself here.
Right?
Please do not show that logo again. You will trigger Terry.
Get me fired up.
Her husband's gonna put on the background right now.
I'll laugh every time, like if your husband just starts pranking you with that logo everywhere all over your house. That'd be so funny. Oh my god. Yeah, that'd be great. All right, so let's move it along. All right. Xbox April updates. This month was huge. Well, last month, I guess, not this month. This last month was huge. Let me close all these wallpapers. There we go. It was huge. 4 updates, right? So I love how these are summarized here. I'm only going to go through the summaries, okay? So console updates, more groups on home, custom colors, quick resume settings, yeah. Play history update, user selected resolution and network quality indicator, and game save sync indicator in the game card. Woo, man, that's on the console alone. All right.
Why did they make it look like nutritional facts?
These are gaming nutritional facts. Okay? I love that. Gaming nutritional facts. Yeah. So you can customize your console more and then get that from cheese. Right. On home, you can customize your colors more. You can even add gradients. It's kind of cool. Guy now has your badges. I thought that was cool. Disable quick resume, which I did already.
Yeah, I did that on all of my games that you have to be online that I play. I did that because that's pointless.
Yeah, so now you can put more groups on there. So you can put more groups on there, so you can add more stuff to your home pages here on your home, which I don't use groups personally. I don't group my games as I uninstall and uninstall too many to put them on here. And yeah, campaigns to finish. Yeah, I see that. Guilty. You know. So yeah, Jesus, man, look at all these games. All these games installed on my Xbox would equal about 3 Xboxes. All right, so yeah, so groups is there. You can custom your colors now instead of just selecting the regular color for your menus. So what they mean on customing colors is like, hold on, let me see if they show it. Yeah, right here. So you can do your hubs and stuff. We'll do your color syncs here. So I think that's kind of cool that you can now really customize your colors. Right. Quick resume settings. I disabled quick resume on one game, and it has made my life better because, well, it just wasn't built for quick resume. Not to say the game wasn't launching. It's just that I would launch, but then I'd have to launch the network manually, and it was annoying. And so I'd rather just start it off from scratch. So I'm totally using this. Terry, you said you're using this, right?
Yeah, I used it for SnowRunner, for example. I don't need quick resume for SnowRunner because I had to reconnect to the server every time I launched the game.
Exactly.
so don't need it. So I'm happy they added that option because
totally agreed. So like a network game that handles quick resume really well is like Forza Motorsport. You don't even notice it. But like if I launch Monster Hunter, I'll launch into the game in a private server by myself and I have to go into submenus and reconnect into the server, and it's annoying.
Yeah,
and it takes like 5 minutes to get back into it, and I'm like, it's faster to just launch the game. So yeah, totally going there. Fastback, have you used this yet? Should I?
I've gone through it. Took a look at it. I haven't really done any custom or done the quick resume stuff yet. Still, maybe I'll do it. It just depends. Like I'm playing Grounded 2 online, and I haven't had a problem with the quick resume stuff.
By the way, Terry, are you going to do a custom color like this one right here?
Oh! No. Yeah. So right now I'm using the default purple that they had.
Yeah.
So I've always done this, even when I had my Windows phone, and because they had the tiles on there too. I always pick one color for that device, and I stick to it until I get the next Windows device, and then I choose a new color. So I'm gonna be on purple until the next console, and then I'll change it. And then
I
I'll
change
change
the
it.
color like every week. I have
Nah, like
ADD on it.
I don't like to change it that frequently, but I'm probably gonna do yellow on the next one because I think I was teal on the Xbox One, and then I was purple on this one. Now I might go yellow on the next one.
By the way, Terry, I just want to point out, bam, this color matches your hat. It matches your hat.
My hat doesn't blind you.
Put the Xbox logo on their hat and the feet. There you go.
Oh my god.
So fun to you, Terry. So we missed you, Terry. All right, play history update. I don't know what this is about. I personally don't care about the play history update. I think it's cool that you can do stuff like that. That you can see your play history, but I personally don't care. Does anybody use play history? Anybody?
I do, because sometimes I'm like, oh man, I forgot about this game.
I've never opened that tab in my life. No,
it depends unless if I have some crazy update, because sometimes it doesn't update automatically and you gotta do it manually. And
Yeah, I don't think that has to do with play history, does it?
No, because like right now, see, when you go to manage, and that's when you see your updates. Remember, the first thing that you're gonna see is play history. That's how you know, like, oh yeah, I remember this one. I should go back, then I'll do the updates.
Okay, well there you go. Shit, I will use it. What about you, Fastback?
Not really. I haven't really messed with it. I mean, it just like, I guess if whatever you play recent, right? And I guess if you want to add more there to be visible, so that it reminds you that, oh yeah, let me jump back in this game.
Retro Rich says, I have the 360 Blades background with an Xbox Live Orange. Oh, that's cool. The Xbox Live Orange from back in the day. Yeah. That's cool. That is cool. Let's see. User selected resolution and network quality indicator. All right, so hold on. I got to read this one. User selected resolution. We've updated settings to make it easier for you to understand and control your streaming experience. Streaming quality. Before you start streaming, you can now choose your preferred resolution and console settings, cloud settings, giving you control over how games look and perform. Okay, so this is for the
streamers,
for the streamers, or maybe for the cloud gaming people who are playing on cloud. Yeah, I'm always maxing this out. There's no way my big old TV is going to be like on 480p.
I do a lot of streaming, so yeah, that's actually for me.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this is always going to be maxed out. So there you go. And network quality indicator, I guess, for your streamers is important for those of you that don't have fiber. Or for those of you that might be streaming right when church starts at 10 a.m. So yeah, just letting you know. All right, and that's it for the console updates. I think, did I cover everything on the console updates? Let me look, making sure. Play history, username, network, game. Oh, game save, sync indicator, and game card. I do like this. I actually use this a lot because I do play anywhere. I do play sometimes on my console, sometimes on my phone, sometimes on my ROG, sometimes on my computer. So this for me is super, super helpful, because if it didn't sync, using cloud, I can log into my last device automatically from anywhere. It's just the way I have my devices hooked up, and force the sync, and then play my most recent save. So for me, this is important to know where the last save is located. So I really do enjoy this one. I use this one all the time. I don't know if anybody plays in as many things as I do, but for me, this is useful. So yeah. All right, on to PC updates for you PC gamers. You can manually add a game or an app to the Xbox library now. And if it's not here, you can look for it. So that's cool. You can pin your favorite game, so you weren't able to pin anything in the app before, and now you can. You can pin games like Assassin's Creed Shadows. Awesome. Gamepad cursor. What is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, I use this on the ROG all the time, actually, where you can turn your gamepad into a mouse controller. So instead of your up, down, left, right, moving the next selectable thing, you can select the gamepad cursor, and actually it turns it into a mouse that you can use to click around. And I actually do that on Flight Simulator often as well. It was built into Flight Simulator, and now it looks like it's built into Windows, which is even cooler. But on Flight Simulator, it was like a hot bind, like left trigger or left button down or something like that. Gave you the cursor option. Okay, so they're included it in the game bar widget. Okay. You can reposition the notifications. Thank God. So when I unlock achievements on my ROG, they pop out from the side right here.
Yeah.
Instead of popping up from the bottom where they should. So to me, this is really nice, where you can choose where the pop-ups come up. So for you know what I'm talking about, right? Fastback. Where are you going to put your pop-ups?
Mine would be at the bottom.
Yeah, mine are going to be in the bottom middle or bottom somewhere there. Yeah. So there you go. That's for your PC users. There's so much stuff happened in April since Sasha took over. Look at this. Mobile app updates. Wish list alerts are now available, which I am turning that off. I don't want any alerts at all. My phone gets enough notifications.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
I don't need wish list notifications. Thank you. So yeah, that looks to be the only change. Terry, are you going to turn on your notifications?
No.
Do you get enough or not enough?
I don't have notifications. Even on my Xbox, I have all of them turned off. I don't want to be bothered by anything.
I mean, on your cell phone.
No.
You don't get any notifications on your cell phone?
I mean, a couple, but like I have most of that stuff turned off. I don't want to be bothered.
I like everything wants to notify me, and I only have like 2 notifications on. Everything else is off. My wife is always all like, "I sent you a text," and I'm like, "Oh, cool."
I mean, well, I'll get like the texts or whatever, but like I only text like 2 people, so it's not like it's the like I am very old fashioned when it comes to my phone. Like I'm not playing on it all the time. So
Terry peeked at flip phones.
I don't call anybody. If someone wants to talk to me, they have to call me. I'm not going to call you. That's the millennial in me. And then and then I don't like texting people either. That's the older millennial in me. I don't like texting and I don't like calling people. So you gotta contact me.
I like testing because when you talk over on the phone, sometimes the person gets quiet and you're like, okay, so you're wasting my time now.
Maybe no, that never happens to me.
Oh, no, my issue is my family doesn't know when to shut up. My family's the type, okay, I gotta go now. Okay, it's been nice chatting with you, and then they start all over again, and they don't actually end. And you'll keep telling them you have to go, and they keep starting over with a new topic. They don't shut up and understand you gotta freaking leave. So I don't call nobody.
So funny.
So no notification.
25 says, I do want the 360 blade, so they make that an option. I don't want the 360 blade AI personally. I think
I want those blades.
I think it's all. I used it the other day, and I'm like, this sucks. No thanks. And it's because I still have all my consoles, and I'm like, no, I'm out. Yeah. Let's see. Jack Poe says, I just sent voice text. There you go. Same. I only text when I talk on the phone. It feels like I have to say everything at once. A text is an extended conversation. Yeah. Texting is way better. Let's see. ROG updates. Woo! You ready? Fastback?
Let's go.
Oh,
let's do it. Oh, docket improvements and other enhancements. Fastback.
I need it.
Yes. So let's see. Experience with device adapted to external TV display. So they just updated it, right? You can also now enjoy super wideband stereo voice with headsets that support LE audio and enhanced vibration. Woo! Get you some new headphones.
So now we're talking about haptic headphones, so you can feel it closer.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. In addition, Ally and Ally X devices now support the manually add a game or app to the Xbox library and gamepad cursor PC features. And they're also happy to give Xbox insiders the opportunity to test and refine Auto Super Resolution on the Ally X for docked play. All right, so docked play. I never use it on docked play. When playing on external monitors or TVs, Auto Super Resolution aims to make the games look sharper and play smoother without impacting performance. There you go.
Nice.
And of course, they're going over the dynamic backgrounds and all kinds of other stuff, right? So yeah. So the April updates. Wow, talk about some awesome updates. She's only been there for a month. Terry, is Asha cooking? Remember, she said that console will become their identity again. Is she cooking?
She's cooking, but she's not cooking in everything that they're giving her credit for, because a lot of these things have been in motion when Phil was there. So and this is what I said was going to happen when she took over, is she was going to get credit for things she had no part of. I'll give her credit for her, with her redoing the tiers and pricing for Game Pass. I'll give her credit for that. The logo, if they end up coming up with new marketing stuff, she gets credit for all that stuff. But, people have also been talking about how she's cooking because of the stuff coming out for Helix. She had nothing to do with Helix. So, she can't get any credit for anything that has to do with Helix. So it depends on the context of what she's cooking for, because she can't get credit for everything because she wasn't part of everything. So for me, you need to be specific.
There you go, Asha. The ladies are keeping you down.
No.
No.
I'm a realist. I'm not going to give her credit for something that everybody else, had in motion for years in R&D. Years of R&D.
Better luck next time, Asha.
And she comes in near the tail end, and I don't play that game.
I disagree with that, because like the quick resume thing, Major Nelson, he left Xbox in 2021, and one of the last tweets he put out was like, "Hey, the last thing I did at Xbox was do it so that quick resume would be a selectable feature for every game." So it had just been sitting there for years.
Okay, so then you can't give.
Okay, you know what? Get that out right now.
So you got to give her credit for utilizing something that they've been sitting on, but you can't give her credit for creating it then, because Major Nelson created it.
No. I mean, she's a CEO. She doesn't create, and she creates work for.
It wasn't even her idea.
She creates work for people.
If it was at least her idea, then you know what I mean. It wasn't even her idea. She just saw, hey, what do you guys got locked in the vault of ideas? Oh, Major Nelson made this like 20 years ago. Throw it in there.
Oh yeah, hey, what?
Hey.
And I think that's a big shift in CEOs, is that what one CEO saw is not value added, one does.
Yeah,
so I like the way that Asha is looking right now.
I do like what she's doing, and I like she's I like how she's utilizing things, but at the same time I can't give her credit for everything. I'm not going to give her credit for everything. Just like if the Helix ended up coming out being a huge failure, everyone's going to blame her for that. And again, she wasn't part of the R&D on that. She's not
a gamer. We all get to point fingers at her.
She's coming in on the tail end. The only thing that she might be part of for Helix will be the marketing campaign. And that is going to be it. Everything else has been done.
Right.
Now I understand why Major Nelson was at that event that they have at the town hall.
Yeah. There you go. All right. What about you? Shaddai, is Asha cooking with these April updates?
It's a good beginning. Still got a lot of work to do. So, and I don't know. For now, she's doing fine. She's doing fine as of right now, but she does have a lot of work to do. She really does.
I do like that she got rid of Xbox gaming. I do like that she got rid of that.
You mean Microsoft gaming?
No, Xbox gaming.
No, she got rid of Microsoft gaming.
Yeah, Microsoft.
I thought it was Xbox gaming. They're just calling it Xbox.
No, supposedly is because due to the purchase of Call of Duty, so they have to put it as a Microsoft gaming. But now that they own the Activision, now they could go back to the Xbox. It was like a legal thing.
Well, whatever. Microsoft gaming, Xbox gaming, both of it's dumb. Just call it Xbox.
No, she didn't call it Xbox. She called it We Are Xbox.
Yeah, no, I'm all because no, I've never seen a single person that plays on Xbox. Even if you played Xbox games on your PC, I've never heard anybody ever refer to it as Microsoft Gaming. They would just say I'm playing Xbox. So
I mean, I mean, these companies restructure as needed. So like Google, everybody knows Google, but nobody knows that they're actually owned by Alphabet.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I
See what
didn't
I
know
mean?
that.
Who cares, right? So like, it's one of those things. Nobody cared about Microsoft Gaming until it made the news. Yeah. Fastback, what about you? Are these April updates cooking?
Yeah, I think so. Whether she was there before when all these decisions were made, but she's prioritizing Xbox. Like, so some of these things were not on the last regime's radar to prioritize, and she's looking at things differently. So, she wants to listen to the feedback and do the top 5 or so and keep doing it every month and whatever they can do to win back gamers back on Xbox. So that's what she's doing, and hopefully it'll work. But I mean, she's in charge now, so to me it doesn't matter. Honestly, to me, whatever happened back then, like the R&D and all that. Let's say the Helix comes out and it doesn't do well. She's going to get the blame because she's in charge. Yeah, people will go back, Phil, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, she's the one in charge, so it's going to stop on her. So she has to make sure she's in charge. June showcase is coming up. When the Helix reveals, that's all on her, right? How everything works.
Right.
So I think she is cooking. Still a lot to go. But yeah, I'm very satisfied with it. I like all the drips. Like I said, they keep coming. A lot of positive drips. They got to do whatever they can do to win people back on Xbox consoles.
She still need to work on exclusivity.
Right.
Well, yeah, she's talked about it. So it's not going to happen overnight. So so last week when we showed the ID at Xbox games, right? Mm-hmm. There was no on the logos on those trailers. There was no PlayStation or Nintendo on those trailers. Just Xbox. So
how are you supposed to be?
I think that's she said we are Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting over time and what they decide what is exclusive or not. So that's been a big question lately.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Crazy Creature says, how does your 360 still have blades? Were you never online? Blades have been gone since like 2009. So my older consoles aren't connected to the internet anymore because they have been modified. And one of the modifications is I get to pick an OS state on my 360. So yeah.
In another word, he hacked it.
Hey, you no longer get support. It's mine. I bought it. I can do whatever I want. And they're like, oh, it's gonna get bricked if Nintendo or whoever finds out. I'm like, they're never gonna find out. There's no internet on it. And if it dies, oh well, that's a risk you take when you modify.
Remember, now you gotta log in for 14 days.
Log in, please. PlayStation, get out of here. All right, let's see. Shout out to Stu Gatz. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's see. Happy Cloud Gamers in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. He said they need to upgrade server blades for next gen Xbox Cloud. Just see what Nvidia upgrade every second year with RTX. Yeah, I mean, GeForce Now is a thing for Nvidia, but they definitely don't have as many as Xbox. I'm pretty sure. Like, I just don't think so. But I think GeForce Now is good. I think it's really good. Let's see. Stitch says, if she wants to impress me, she needs to cancel every game going to PlayStation. Oh,
that is true. I have to agree with my buddy. That's actually true.
Yeah. And Stu Gatz has some strong opinions. He said, then go back to exclusives. You're living in the past. Yeah, that's where I want to be. Where life was good. You know where we want to be, Terry? You want to know where we want to be?
Oh, God.
We want to be back here. Bam! That's right. We want to be back here when Xbox was the GOAT.
I'm good.
Oh man, I'm keeping that thing on there for life.
My eyes.
You've burnt out my retina.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, gee. So Stu, I can tell what kind of fan you are. He says, you want exclusive, cancel your Game Pass and buy 3 games a month. This guy speaks like a Sith. Absolutes. It's either this or that, not both, right? It's not like we could have Game Pass and buy games. No. It's one or the other. So, yeah. There you go. Let's see. Let's see. Lots of stew here. I'm just gonna skip now. All right, here we go. No, let's see. Oh, shout out to Be Nice. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Appreciate you. And Webb Davis in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. He says, "What's up? What's up, man? Appreciate you. Appreciate you." And people are talking in the chat with one another, which is great. I love seeing it. Yeah, Happy Cloud Gamer makes a very good point here. This summer will showcase how much Xbox is back. Yeah, so that's definitely where you're going to see where the fans are going to lie. Like if they go full on, full exclusives on platforms where only Game Pass exists stuff. Is Xbox back, or is it like, okay, we're only going to do up to here? Well, is Xbox really back to some fans? Some fans will be enough. You're definitely going to know. You're definitely going to know, Happy Cloud Gamer. That's a good point.
You know what? Let me add something to that. The question is, who is going to talk? Is it going to be Matt Booty, since we saw him a couple of times, being behind, in front of the camera? Or is it going to be Asha talking for the first time? That's a big question right there.
Definitely. Oh, Stu, put your money where your mouth is. If you want exclusives, then show up and buy them. I buy the games I want to play. And here's the other thing, right? You want exclusives, then buy them. Like people like have things mixed up here. I'm a fan, right? Like I'm an Xbox fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I love the brand. And so when I talk about Xbox, I'm talking about things that matter to me about the brand and things that I care about the brand and stuff like that, right?
The reason why we like the brand.
But make no mistake, it is not my job to sell the brand. And I'm never going to. Right? So like when these games come out, all these games come out, right? Hey, I'm a fan of Halo. I love Halo. I buy every Halo collector's edition, all that good stuff, right? I'm sold. But Terry, is it my job to sell you a collector's edition Halo game?
Your job?
Yeah, is it my job?
No.
Exactly, right?
I don't know, but earlier you were trying to sell, Terry about the background.
No, that's teasing. That's different. But no, it's not my job to sell the games. It's not my job to advertise the games. It's not my job to create hype about the games. It's not none of that. I report on the news and I react to it and I give my opinions and that's it. Right? But make no mistake, it is not my job to sell. So he's like, oh, if you want exclusive, then show up and buy them. Yeah, one person's not going to make all the difference in the world. And it's not my job to convince people to buy those exclusives. That's somebody else.
Most of those people are hypocrites anyway. I guarantee you that same person probably didn't buy 3 games last month.
He probably didn't buy 3 games in his life. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's excessive. But no. So you got to buy 3 games every month when they probably do not buy 3 games every single month either. Just talking out, they're all mouth.
Yeah. So it's like
nobody consistently does that.
People are because they start speaking in these weird absolutes. Like it's so disconnected from the reality of the way people are. It's insane.
No, this is my question. Yeah. That's why I always ask, what type of gamer are you? Because if there's like 3, let's say 3 exclusive, whatever, there's some, it's not that we don't buy, it's that sometimes there are people that like Terry. Once the campaign is done, I'm done. I call that speedrunner.
How is it a speed runner if I'm
After 48 hours, you spent
Yeah,
running that game.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, okay. She's playing Cyberpunk. Okay, that's why I asked how. What's your hours? She said, what was it, like 48, right?
I'm around, I think around 47 hours right now.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I have a friend that he was like, I don't know how I missed Cyberpunk, and he's already 130 hours. So you know what I mean. So if you have people like that, like Terry, it's a speedrunner.
I'm not a speedrunner. I mean, a speedrunner is just going to play the campaign and that's it and have the whole game done in 8 hours. Like, I'm not doing that.
But that's what you said, that you were like, oh, I do the campaign and that is pretty much it.
No, I said that when I do the campaign, I'm done. So I have to make sure everything else is done before I finish the campaign. That is what I said.
So in other words, in 50 hours.
That's why I have 47 hours and not 8 hours, Shaddai, because I'm playing everything else on the map and clearing my map before I do the last story mission.
So once she's done, once she hits that 50, that means she's completely done.
No, I
100% done.
Yeah.
Dude, anyways,
I'm gonna be more than 50.
But that's what I'm saying.
There are so many like side gigs in that freaking game. It takes So there's like, what is it, like 4 or 5 fixers that give you gigs. I've only completed 2 of the fixers, and it took me forever just to get those 2 done because it's just never freaking ending, man.
But the reason why I asked that is because there's some people that play like that, and some of them take longer, and sometimes you don't have time to play the next exclusive because you're stuck into the first one. So
and the whole conversation is, it's one of those things too where people, gamers are never going to be happy. They're always going to change the narrative to benefit whatever their personal agenda is. On one line, you're going to have gamers being like, oh, you have to buy these games. And then you have the same gamer saying, well, you're not fans because you didn't put X many hours into that game. Or, they keep moving the goalpost, right? And then like, look at, what was it? I think it was God of War. Was it 2018? No, not God of War. I think that one did too, but let's look at like Last of Us, right? So like Last of Us Part 2, was probably one of the best-selling games PlayStation had at the time, right? Mm-hmm. And I think because they came out and they actually said that I think it was like more than 70% of the people that bought that game didn't even get halfway through it. So
I think that's
you can brag. So they'll brag about, they have all these sales. But then they won't talk about the truth that nobody freaking finished the damn thing.
Yep. Yeah. I think I'm with you because that happened when The Last of Us came out and Ghost of Tsushima came later. And they're like,
and that goes with all exclusives. It goes with all exclusives. God of War had the same thing. High sales. But most people didn't finish it. People kept talking about how the game was too long. This thing happens on all platforms. It doesn't matter which platform you're on. When it comes to the exclusive games, people want to brag about how many people bought it. But the reality is most people don't finish them because they're too busy throwing on Call of Duty or Fortnite because they might only have 1 or 2 hours to play a game before they have to go to work the next morning, and they're not investing that kind of time. And that's the reality is. So bragging about sales means nothing when they're not playing the game.
Yeah.
Because they even looked at playtime for everything, and like PlayStation's biggest playtime was Pornhub because nobody was playing those games that they want to brag about.
Yeah, I remember those graphs. Yeah. That's an every year.
Bragging about how many consoles were sold and how many games were sold, but no one's playing them. And then they even proved that majority of those consoles sold had never even been turned on, even to this day. Majority of those consoles were never turned on.
Oh, see, you
just want to brag about numbers just to move the goalpost and try to prove something. But it's like, I don't care how many people bought a game, how many people finished it. To me, that's more important. And even if you didn't finish it, I mean, everybody's got lives. Not everybody's gonna, sit there and buy a game and play it to completion.
I'm blaming Axel for the white white background.
Not when we have hundreds of games releasing every single day. Whether you're getting an exclusive game or a third party or a small indie game, there's so many games coming out every day that people are always buying games. I mean, look, whenever Steam has a sale, people always want to brag about, oh yeah, I bought 20 games during that last Steam sale, and they'll never boot up a single one of them.
Yeah, or they don't buy them at launch to support the devs, Like, even in the past, before Game Pass, subscription services, a lot of gamers majority would not buy the games at launch, right? They didn't want to pay full price. So, and I was part of that. A lot of times, just depends on the game. I'm like, I'll wait till the holiday or whenever they go on, and buy it on sale. I mean, everybody's different. I mean, gamers, it is up to the Xbox and PlayStation, Nintendo. It's up to them to sell you the game, to buy the game. What I love about Xbox is that they are making it possible for you to play those games everywhere.
Hell
and
yeah.
multiple devices, so that and your library goes with you from the past on forward when you buy the next gen, so that okay, I didn't jump on this game at launch on the last gen, but now hey, it's here in Game Pass, or hey, now I can go buy it. It's when the sales go on, and now I can play it, because like when I didn't play Fallout 3 when it launched, right? And not too long ago, I went back and picked it up and played it. So I mean, everybody's different. Everybody has different styles or likes. It's all subjective. And some people I that I know, they're like, in the early days when they were younger, all they did was Call of Duty and Madden and stuff, right? But then as they got older, then they started getting into some of these games, these single player games, so on. People change, right? You're what you liked when you were 20 years old is not the same when you were 40. So it is up to Xbox to figure out how to market it.
And that's one of the major ones. Yes, that they really need to market correctly.
You just gotta look at your market. You got your demographics, different age groups. How do you market to each one of those to appeal to them, right? To try to get them into the games. How do you get them in day one, stuff like that? I mean, gaming right now is expensive, very expensive. So,
yeah, and let's be real, gaming has always been an expensive hobby, and it is a $3 billion pie. And the more games that come out, the more that pie gets divided amongst games, and some will make enough, and some won't.
Yeah,
and that's just the way it is. But pause the show. We got a super chat from BMG. Thank you so much for being here. You are the super MVP. Terry, what's he give us?
Good afternoon from the UK.
That's right. 9.99 euros. Woo. Getting some foreign currency up in here.
Thank
Shout
you,
out
BMG.
to BMG. Yeah, and by the way, right, everybody's allowed to have their opinion for sure. But don't put your opinion as my opinion, right? Like, that's just not the way it goes. And yeah, I hope that I care about the brand, and there's a way that I think the brand should go, but I also don't see the internal spreadsheets and stuff that they mess with over there.
Yeah.
But I talk to my fellow gamers, Terry, Shaddai, Fastback, Doggy Dog, Princess Zelda, Dreadpool, all those people, Web Dave. We all have a little bit of a different idea of which way the industry should go. Like, Terry doesn't give a damn about exclusives. Me and Shaddai do.
Yes.
Right. And I don't think Fastback has a problem with it. Right. He's very neutral about it. I believe it was. If I remember
as far as exclusives,
yeah.
Yes.
I've never really made a big deal about it. Obviously, in the past, what brought me over to Xbox was because of Halo, right? And it was only on Xbox. So even before that, when I was on PS2 a lot, PS2 only had Grand Theft Auto. So that's why I played on PS2. And yes, exclusives do sell the hardware, and it's up to Xbox to figure that out again. How are they going to get back to that? And I don't think every game is going to be exclusive, like Call of Duty and certain ones like Minecraft. Yeah, they're going to be everywhere. It is what it is. But I think they need to go back to their core franchises and say these are only on Xbox, right? And of course, when you say only on Xbox, that includes PC, because Xbox is PC too. So people can't sit there, say, well, they're not exclusive because it's on PC. It's like, no, it's.
We need this back.
Yeah, like I would like to see.
Have you played that game, Shaddai?
Yes.
Kind of reprioritize Xbox, and you see her say that we're going back to the console is priority. Is that so I think we're going to start seeing that. I'm sure they'll come out and start announcing, okay, this is only on Xbox, and maybe even if it's time. And I've heard some people talk about in other podcasts, they might even not even in that. Don't even give no indication that it will go to the other platforms, until
Yeah.
it's time. So because you want people like to buy it on Xbox, so and buy an Xbox for it. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting how they turn things around on that point because some of the it makes sense. Like when they picked up ABK, they picked up Bethesda and all those ZeniMax studios. Those studios were already doing third party, right? They were already on everywhere. So it's easier if you've had your own studios first party for years only on Xbox, but now you buy up these publisher and other studios that have been everywhere. I could see why Phil and them were like, all right, we see the numbers because now that they bring them into the fold, they see the numbers that they have, right, when they're selling their games on multi-platform. So I guess they decided, well, let's do that, right? Because if we're going to do that with Call of Duty, well, let's see how it works for these other games, and that's what they did. And not always going to work. So it's going to be one of those things where they're going to have to juggle, decide which are staying on Xbox and which are going multi-platform. So
Yeah. And like the real reason that we talk about Xbox and me specifically about exclusives is because of the brand health. Like at the 360 came out, right? They had all the exclusives in the world, but what hurt the brand? The DRM, the $500 price tag, the always online, all this stuff hurt the brand significantly. And I just didn't see exclusives leaving Xbox not hurting the brand. And I think I've been proven right. Everybody talks about Xbox being a third-party console now, blah, blah, blah. The third party, right? It's all we keep talking about these rakes that Xbox keeps hitting them, keeps stepping on. And it isn't about, and me personally, I don't care how much money Xbox makes. Between you and me, I do not care.
Yeah, that's their problem.
Because it's not like I'm making money.
As long as they keep bringing the games that I could play.
Yeah, and so, but I do want it to stay healthy enough so that I keep buying my games on Xbox and playing on Xbox, right? And getting third-party support on Xbox and all this stuff. So I care about that kind of health. But so that's really what it comes down to, is about the brand health. And
I mean, you look at Sega, for years. I mean, they had so many exclusives, right?
The 360.
Yeah, there's multiple variables like why they went away from the console market, but it's never foolproof. PlayStation and both Nintendo, they're struggling too, and they keep their stuff on their console only. So it's not a perfect world, right? No. The game's got to hit. It's got to be a gem, right?
That's hard to make nowadays.
You got to find that next Halo and Gears.
Oh, that's tough.
And then if you do find it, like you're like, okay, I think we got something here. To me, Xbox, whether it's single player or whatever, that's where they got to decide, like, oh shit, we got our next Halo. Excuse my language. We're gonna make this exclusive. They have to do that, I think, to sell, and then come back to bundles. Come back to buy an Xbox console, and you get this game with it, and you'll start seeing droves come over. Hopefully, but it's got to start with the games, and they got to be, the right games to win people over. So.
Yeah, and so here you see exclusive games should make game development easier too. No ports, fully fleshed out dev kits. There's sheer greed that makes them lose relevance to port quality reputation. What was one of the things I said? When this generation launched, I'm like 60 FPS, 60 FPS, 60 FPS, and then games like Starfield would come out and be 30 FPS at launch, and then 60 FPS later, and I compared it to the competition who was doing at launch 60 FPS modes. If you can't get your games to 60 FPS, what makes you think third party will? Like, you really have to care about your own brand. And I just wasn't seeing it. And I called them out. Right? So yeah. It's that's the way I see it. Is that Xbox needs to take care of Xbox, and exclusives is one way to do it, but they also have to be the best version of that game, Like, the best looking games on that console better come from first party. And they traditionally have.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. Right. So, anyways, let's move along. Enough of that derailment.
Mm.
Shout out to Stu Gotts for derailing us. You're the real MVP.
I was like, I come back and like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, right.
You said what?
Yeah. So shout out to him. All right, let's move the show along. But speaking about the games, right? Let me get my next topic up. Hold on. While I get my next topic up and get ready, let me put up Terry's favorite image here to get this going. There you go. May is flooding us with games. So guys, the yearly slump is over.
Mm.
May is here, which means the games are flooded in everywhere.
Yearly
May is
slump.
always the first indicator every year that the floodgates are opening. Every game is suddenly ready in May. Now, it started a little bit in April, but May is really kicking off. So, this is also when the first party games on every console starts launching, all that good stuff. Like, May is always a good month, right?
That's when everybody gets broke.
Like, I feel like they always save their games for like certain quarters so that they look good. But it always starts in May. Anyways.
But what quarter is that? Like the first one?
So let's see. Q3 just ended. So this will be Q4, 2026
Ooh,
Q4.
I got it. I got you.
All right. So May 7th, you got Mixtape
Mm.
for those of you coming to Xbox.
No, my daughters will probably play that.
Directive 8020 coming to Xbox. Another horror game that looks awesome. Subnautica 2 early access already is coming here. So that's cool. The big one for us, Forza Horizon 6 coming to Xbox.
I can't wait.
And notice how it says Xbox PC here. No, nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, interesting, huh?
I mean, when they first announced it, they did mention it was going on PlayStation later, right?
Yeah, they said
Like
later.
in the developer direct, did they mention?
Mm-hmm.
They did, right? But
They said the
haven't
word
really
later,
given
but
the
later could
date
be
on
3
it.
years from now.
well, maybe it may not even go.
We're skipping this one as it's not on Xbox. Oh, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. This one looks cool.
Man, everybody's looking forward to that. Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude! I saw the Dark Knight Lego Batmobile collection at Target. They basically have a Lego version of every Batmobile in every movie ever made, and I almost bought them all. I was this close. So yeah, First Light 007 First Light. I know Fastback's looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be ready by the end of the May.
Yep. And here's other ones, right? So Mortar Slice, whatever the heck that is. Froggy Hates Snow. Battlestar Galactica. No, that's not Xbox. Sorry. Call of the Elder Gods.
Yes, that's the sequel. I played that. That whoever played Call of
yeah, the
Sea,
first one.
that's the sequel. Yeah, I want to play
Yeah,
that.
it was a good game.
Yes.
You got Darksiders. If anybody remembers the game Darksiders War Mastered Edition, so it's getting a remake coming to
Again?
Xbox. Rune Dice coming to Xbox. Bistro coming to Xbox here. Coffee Talk Tokyo, Terry's game right there. Yeah, Coffee Talk.
Top of the lies.
Exciting.
Starbucks. Oh, by the way, you know how a certain team just released a certain game, first party game called, I don't even remember, what's it called?
That one.
Huh?
The first party game that just released from Team Blue.
I don't know. I don't pay
You mean
attention to that.
Stellar Blade?
No.
Soros or
Soros, yeah, Soros.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, how's
so
my
there's a
team?
game that looks a lot like it called Luna Abyss coming to Xbox. Just
It'll
saying.
probably do just as terrible as the other one as well.
Maybe.
There's a good chance of it.
Bubsy 4D's in there, right? The Relic First Guardian. Necrophosis, Full Consciousness. I hope I read that right.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
I don't think I want to play a
Terry,
game
I
that has
know
that in it.
you're gonna be sad that we're skipping out on My Little Puppy, but
What? Man!
It's not on Xbox.
so there you go. Those are the games coming to Xbox. That's a lot of games in May,
Yeah.
right? But to make life even better, Fastback,
Mm.
a lot of these games are Xbox Play Anywhere, baby.
Yes.
Yeah. So Xbox Play Anywhere games launching in May. Moon Raider, Mixtape, Call of the Elder Gods, Nitro Gen, Outbound, Menace from the Deep, Forza Horizon 6, of course, Atomic Owl, Luna Abyss, Bubsy 4D, 007. What? Echo Generation 2, Terry. Crash Out Crew Necrophosis.
Again with that name.
Something with the dead.
Bluey's Quest for the Golden Pen
Game of the year. Woo!
and RV there yet.
Yes. That is coming to Xbox.
Hey,
So-
but you know what's funny? It says also support Xbox One, so they go way back generations.
Yeah. Well, you get cloud. You get cloud these on the Xbox One. I mean,
Yeah.
because my brother-in-law, he's playing. So he's still on Xbox One. I think he's got the Xbox One X, but he's playing Ark Survival, right? But he's doing it under cloud because it's gotten to a point where they try to play it. Actually, I think the version he's playing is the one that was only on this gen, right? So he's doing cloud, and it works fine for him. So cloud saves. People don't have a lot of money. They can use cloud on their older systems.
That's right. I did launch cloud on my Xbox One the other day. It's good. It works good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Terry, can you read this one right here?
Oh man.
When Terry sees that white Xbox logo screen, my eyes! That's exactly what's happening.
It's literally funny because I asked her to read it and she did. She covered her eyes like this. So funny. Okay. And shout out to Frame Scott. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. So yeah. Lots of games coming. Are you excited for any of these games in May, Terry? I know there's no Ubisoft game on here, but come on, Terry.
Yeah, My Little Puppy. Man, how am I supposed to, get that? How am I supposed to raise a little Chihuahua now, man?
Not on
My little
Xbox.
puppy. That's so funny. Oh my God, so funny. Let's see. Here we go. Here you go, Terry. I know you're missing out.
Eee, look at this little cutie face.
You're missing out on this, Terry.
Little corgi.
Oh, he's on the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh my gosh.
What the?
He gets around.
Game of the year. What is this? I want to play
Little
this little
puppy.
corgi. He's got a little halo.
Wait a minute. Is it just me, or is he using different type of games? Just
Wait. They're
All
dead.
dogs
are
go to
dead.
heaven.
All dogs
Look,
go to
Keanu Reeves. Wait,
Oh,
hold
Wait,
on.
what?
No, you get to be with
What?
Keanu Reeves.
Oh!
Oh my God, we're missing out on Xbox, everybody.
Go tell Asha we need this game on Xbox.
We need this game, Asha. Come on.
This game looks fun. It's super cute.
Hold on. Was he
Oh
just
my
rubbing
God,
his
that
butt
little
on the
corgi
ground
is
over here?
battling
Hold on. He's
a
rubbing his butt on the
sandstorm.
ground.
No, there's a lot of
Bad
references
dog.
in here.
Bad dog. Don't do
Yeah.
that. Bad dog.
Oh my gosh.
Spin.
The fact that it's a cute corgi is even funnier.
So he's on a journey.
Yeah. It looks like he's just waiting for his owner to join him in the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There he is.
So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Interesting.
This dog is going on quite the adventure.
Oh my gosh. Playing tug of war with seagulls? Come on.
Wait, did he just chuck a dog? Wait, go
He
back.
did. I think he did. Go back.
Go back. He totally did.
Hold on.
Look at that.
He grabs. What did he chuck?
Another dog.
It's
Husky.
so fast.
Looked like he chucked the husky.
God, no wonder this isn't coming to Xbox. It's not in 60 frames. Good God. I don't know what he's chucking here. Frame by frame analysis. Yeah, it's like a little Italian dog. Like a little Italian greyhound.
Oh,
He
yeah.
chucks him. Oh
That's
my
great.
God. Animal
Yeah.
abuse. Send that man directly to jail. Directly to jail. Do not pass go. Go straight to jail.
This must have been on your path to get to the door and the light. To find the light.
So there you go. My little puppy, Terry.
Hmm.
I know. I like
you made her think. Oh,
I said my
man.
little puppy is not coming to Xbox. I knew you were going to be tore up.
Didn't
I'm
even
tore
say
up.
PC too. I'm surprised. Not even on PC.
Well, it's not even on PC. You're right. Like everything's on PC because that's where they develop it. So like, well, how? Wow.
So there you go. There you go.
You don't have a
Jack Wolf
Switch
is
too?
looking forward to 007 Agent Under Fire. Looks good. Looks good.
Yeah.
Hold on, Terry. Hold on. Go to read this one, Terry.
I can't do Megatron. Terry rubs her eye. I'm just gonna read it. Terry rubs her eyes, says in her Megatron voice, "I still function." I can't do a deep voice to justify that.
A deep sore throat voice.
I don't have a deep husky voice. I'm sorry.
Happy Cloud Gamer says he's excited for 007 and Forza. Yeah, guys, let us know what games you're excited for. All right, so Terry, other than My Little Puppy, which one of these are you excited for?
Man, hold on. You're going too fast.
Oh, sorry. Go back to the list.
Go back to the list.
Okay.
Darksiders War Mastered Edition.
Yeah, Darksiders is a good game.
Darksiders,
Again?
man. I love Darksiders. So good.
So dang good. Yeah. From Scott, Peter would be all over that guy, right? Right. I think they should be. Screw that animal abuser.
We need Sarah McLachlan.
In the eyes of the all right. Shaddai, which games may have you excited?
That Lego game,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right there on the top. And Call of the Elder Gods, because I did play Call of Seed. That was a launch game, and that one I'm curious. That Directive 8020. So does it play like Dead Space or Chronos? Because I can't even remember this game, honestly.
The trailers I've seen have all been very not gameplay, more cinematics.
What game was that? Shaddai?
Directive 8020.
Yeah, I remember seeing it a while back. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I know I saw one.
I thought it reminded me of Dead Space, but
I don't want to confuse to the one that I guess it was the robot that was protecting the kid for some reason. I don't know what. So
Thinking about Pragmata?
no, not that one. It was another game. It was I think it was one of the indies that we showcase that we talked about. I can't remember this one. Honestly, I can't remember.
I can't remember either. All right, so what about you, Fastback?
obviously Forza 6, Horizon 6, 007, and the one, but the Gods. Interested in that.
The Gods one, yeah.
Call of the Elder Gods.
Elder Gods, and then at the very end, RV there yet.
RV Day yet, yeah.
I will be getting that.
Nice. For me, it's obviously Forza. Definitely looking forward to that one. I want to play the Lego one as well.
I do like
so many games, so little time. What the heck?
Yeah.
And Echo Generation 2. I really want to play Echo Generation. Yeah.
I did see recently they have been advertising Forza Horizon 6 with the console. They're like, hey, buy a series with the Series X. So I've been seeing that advertisement go around. I don't know if it's too late or whatever, but it would have been cool if they bundled it with an Xbox. Try to lower the price, because now this game has been marketed very well. There's a lot of hype
if they bundled
around
this,
it.
they would move consoles.
Yes, that 5 million people that played Forza Horizon 5 on PlayStation, and it's like, if you want to play it now, obviously some of y'all liked it on PlayStation. You can only get on Xbox. Here's some nice bundles. Go for it.
Yeah.
They to me, if you want to start going now and start selling that console, this would be a perfect game right now while it's hyped up right now.
B Nice says he's excited for Forza Horizon 6. And it also mixtape, and I do agree with you there, Fastback. They would definitely sell consoles if they bundled it again.
Yeah, they need to take advantage of it right now while this game is a lot of hype around it.
with a customizable console would be nice.
If she wants to go back to how the 360 era was, that's what they would have done.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Minus the Ring of Death.
Red Ring of Death.
Oh man, you gotta bring something like that. Really?
But as far as how they bundled games and marketing and stuff like that, even in the early days of Xbox One, right? But Phil turned that around. I mean, he got away from third-party marketing and
Invested heavily in first party. And maybe, we got like 10 years worth of first party investment. Maybe it's now time for third party investment.
Could you imagine? So newer PCs now have buttons on them that you can press to increase the performance of them, right? So could you imagine if they made the new Xbox, right? And it was kind of like a way to kind of make a joke as well as kind of change the perspective that people had on the red ring, to where when you would press a button to increase the performance of it to go into like a high performance mode, and it would have like a red ring. So that way people would.
Oh god.
So then it would be like, it would be a way to remind people of the red ring, but it would change our view of it, because now it'd be like, yes, more power versus, oh no, it's broken.
or have
Hit me with that red power.
or have the turn on button just to turn red, then it reminds you of the red ring.
Yeah.
That will. Oh god.
All right.
mm-hmm.
Well, there you go, everybody. Hold on,
It's
I'm
looking
downloading
good. See, all these games are coming out. They're like, hurry up, let's get these games out before June showcase and all the summer game stuff. Because everybody's gonna start looking at all these other games.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to get them out.
Yes, absolutely. All right, hold on. I am looking for the right information here to start with. Here. Microsoft Cloud. Revenue. Overall, 365.
Yeah, and you're seeing a lot of people in chat. They're all talking about Forza Horizon 6 bundle. Like,
that would move units. I can't lie. It would move units.
Got to do it. Lower that price on the Series S. I would like to see the Series X price lower, but I don't know if
they can do it. They can do it.
I know. I know everything's gotten expensive, and I'm sure things are more expensive to build these consoles right now. But anybody can do it. Microsoft can.
They can do it with bundle with that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Good Morning Xbox's tax services.
Tax services. Wow.
That's right. Tax services, right?
America runs on Good Morning Xbox.
Hold on. All right, here we go. Yeah, welcome to Good Morning Xbox Tax Services. We're moving it along, right? Okay, here we go.
Is that written the right way to write future of Xbox?
Did I misspell? Future.
Future. It's French. It's French.
Oh man, I wrote future. I wrote future with 2030 education. Okay.
What THS means for the future?
I might need a new keyboard. Holy cow! I'm not that bad.
Even this. What does yeah?
That's why I said THS.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Got it. Thanks a lot, a-holes. All right. Here we go.
Terry, you called it early. Like he didn't update it. That's why.
See?
You know what I gotta say to that, Terry? This is what I gotta say to that.
Ah! No.
All right. So the financials came out, right? All this information came out with it. Blah 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 blah. All right. Lots of stuff, lots of consolidation of money and all this other crap that investors care about.
Too many numbers.
Ain't nobody care about this. This is a Good Morning Xbox show. Let's get straight to it. All right, so Xbox falls under the personal computing side of it, right? So overall, just to summarize, right, Microsoft revenue is at $82.9 billion for the quarter, up 18% overall. Microsoft. Operating income is up 20%. Net income Net income for the whole Microsoft is up 23%. Cloud and AI are exploding. Azure is up 40%, and cloud is up 30%. Dang. Right, and this is the strongest top line growth Microsoft has reported in years. So it's pretty good year for you investors out there. Pretty dang good year, but we don't care about that. We only care about Xbox. Let's move it along. Yeah. So, even though Microsoft as a whole is doing good, personal computing division is the only division that shrank. So imagine everybody being up, and you're holding them back.
Who's holding who back?
You're holding me back, Terry. You are the series. You're the Series S of the.
What?
Yeah, she is.
All right, sorry. All right, here we go. So Xbox content and revenue services is down 5%, right? So I mean, you can see overall it's down 111, blah blah blah, right? But gaming businesses, operating income. All right, let's go to Xbox page. Windows. Yeah, here we go. Gaming. Here we go. Gaming. Xbox. I know it's hard to read. I can't really make this bigger. Can I? No, I can't.
Yeah, that's good.
Too bad. Yeah. Well, anyways, it says Xbox content and services revenue declined 5%, down 7% CC, right, on prior year comparable that benefited from strong first-party content performance. So first-party in last quarter wasn't as strong as the quarter as a year ago. So the revenue is down 5%, right? And down 7%. That's constant currency, by the way, for those of you that don't read financials.
Yeah, I don't.
Constant currency is basically adjusted for inflation, right? And Xbox hardware revenue declined 33%, down 34% constant revenue, right?
What?
So this makes Xbox the only major Microsoft business trending downward, while everything else, cloud, AI, Office, LinkedIn, is accelerating. Whatever else they have other than that, right? Windows. Now that falls into personal computing. So, Terry, are you sharing my screen with us?
I'm not sharing anything. I didn't click anything, but my screen did black out for a second.
I
didn't touch anything, no.
It's acting like Axel. Yeah, she's sharing.
She's sharing the screen.
I didn't touch anything, but my screen did black out for a second, and I don't know what happened. So I think Axel hacked me, and he's still.
Well, he does have an Xbox.
You need to turn on. I think you need. Hold on, Terry. I know what will fix your screen. Now,
I don't know why
maybe
it
turn off
did
the
that.
camera and turn it back on.
I don't know why it did that.
He does.
I didn't touch anything.
See, he had him at it.
There you go.
There it is. Actually replacing
I
Microsoft numbers.
I didn't touch anything. I swear. It just had a mind of its own. It switched itself.
I don't know about that.
I guess
Xbox content is down, and then he's trying to bring you down too.
All right, so let's talk about this, right? So Xbox is no longer the financial engine of the consumer business. So if you remember, Windows was down, but Xbox was up last year, right? This year, Windows is down 2%. Devices, so we're talking like ROG Ally, the Surface laptops, all that stuff, the Xbox sales, all of that is down 2%. And Xbox by itself, though, is down 5%. The entire more personal computing segment shrank 1%, while everybody else went up double digits. CEOs don't like that. And investors don't like that either. If everybody else can be up, why can't you? What are you doing? Is this worth my money? Should we be investing in that? Anybody remember those conversations from 2013? Right?
Oh, Terry Myerson.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, back in 2013, Phil saved Xbox, but, everybody was saying that Xbox should be sold. And we might be entering another one of those, sell Xbox situations if they don't make money.
Oh.
Right?
Well, it'll be a change of pace from Xbox is dead. So
yeah.
You don't sell something if it's dead. So I guess if they start pushing that narrative, then it means that we were better off than what they wanted to claim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Revan, yeah. So they did predict that Xbox will lose double digits. Yeah. So that is pretty bad that they're saying we're going to keep losing more, right? Shout out to D. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. And let's see. And even Jack Pulse is here. He says he's not buying another Xbox. He says he's going to buy a Steam machine because he loves Valve. Hey, you know what? And this is why Fareem Scott says exclusives are necessary. Absolutely, right? But he wants to be sure to say they're not the end all be all, right? Sappho says, and why? When Phil told everybody you don't need an Xbox to play a game, and they're sending them to PlayStation. Yeah, I agree.
But see, that's the part right there since the metric era. They screwed the whole thing from there to now. So for us to see 33% is like common sense. They screwed the whole thing. How long already? Like a decade already with the same messaging.
Yeah.
Because they were fine on the 360. Something happened from the 2013 to now that they just did it so constantly.
Yeah. So I don't disagree with anything you're saying at all. And it's hard to argue for Xbox and make this the future, but let's take a look a little bit of the future here. Right. So Asha has come in, right? And I'm just going to share this page real quick. So if you remember back when Sarah Bond was there, right? You get a lot of these, pre-purchased now, Xbox Series X, Xbox on PC, PS4, PS5, Steam, everywhere the game's available, right? Right. So you get a lot of this, I call it damage to the brand. Because if I go to PlayStation and I look up this exact same trailer, you think they're going to show everything? You think so? Right?
Nah. But I think it's because they see Diablo as a multi-platform game, no matter how you look at it. Because it's always been a multi-platform, so I think that's the reason why.
I want you to look at this. Okay, so look right here. It says Xbox, right?
Right.
And I want you to look here. Hold on. The exact same game. Look at PlayStation. Exact same game. This is the PlayStation. YouTube. Where's everywhere it's supposed to go? Where is it? Do you see what I mean? The damage to the brand.
Even when in small letter, you see Sony Interactive.
Yeah, copyright Sony Interactive. Our logos are all.
They don't say they don't say nothing. It doesn't say nothing about it.
Yeah, you don't see anything about any other platform.
Yeah,
and this is what I'm getting at. Damage to the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so I just don't understand why they do that. So on the exact same game, here's home team advantage, right? And here's the away team's advantage. Who do you think is giving the more like, hey, you got to have our console to play it, or you got to be on our ecosystem to play it vibe, right? I think that leads a lot to it. So I hope that Asha sees this and that she changes the way it's shown.
But isn't it like for us, no matter what or whatever the game may be, it's like, well, like I said earlier, Diablo is a multi-platform game. So if they don't want to put it, that's fine. But it's always been a multi-platform.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we need to advertise it. Screw that. Let them do their own advertising. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all these numbers. I mean, these are all
numbers
based
don't
off.
lie.
No, but it's based off the past regime's decisions on how they wanted to sell Xbox. You know, it's like, hey, this is an Xbox, that's an Xbox.
Yeah, and that was the Sarah Bond era.
And honestly, it starts at the top. Wanted to pretty much be a third publisher. So, I mean, what do you expect? What was going to happen? I mean, as far as hardware sales, right? But as far as like software sales and stuff like that, I mean, I guess, you know, during the fourth quarter, it just depends on what games were out, the economy going on everywhere, gas prices are higher, this and that. Gaming is not a priority to a lot of people, so they're not spending the money. So every quarter is different, and it's up to the Microsoft and Xbox to figure out how we're going to try to stay ahead to this quarter. This quarter we don't normally sell a lot of games, this and that. So it is up to them to figure it out. So there's a lot of variables to why their numbers look this bad. And yes, part of it is what the decision on how they were handling Xbox while Phil and Sarah Bond were there and Satya. It's all on them, right? So now we got a new group in charge. They are making decisions now that I think will help the Xbox brand going forward. So we'll see.
So
yeah, and go ahead, Terry. Go ahead.
So we touched on this in the chat.
Yeah.
So gamers are still spending lots of money. They're just not buying games like they used to because they're investing in the game. Whether it's like NBA 2K, there are lots of people that play that and they have thousands of dollars invested in their account.
Yeah, true. The majority, that play that.
Forza is the same way. Call of Duty is the same way.
Or let's use Prison Desert.
Because gaming has evolved away from having linear games with start and finishes to everything being online and never ending. Or even look at like GTA 5. People have spent so much money on that, right? For the online side of that. Mm-hmm. So people are still spending lots of money, but instead of the money going to Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, it's going to EA and Epic, and you know what I mean? Because they found a way to basically change how the games are done to where everyone's buying from them instead of buying from the platform.
Yeah.
Not only that, like you said, a good example like Crimson Desert, when you got a single player game, but it's like hours and hours and hours. So you're gonna invest a lot of time into that game like that is so huge.
Yeah.
So you could have Cyberpunk.
And it don't matter what kind of game you're into, because I've seen it even with like Street Fighter. There's guys who have spent hundreds of dollars on Street Fighter. So it's like, so I don't like how it's a problem for the platforms because people aren't buying as many games because they're spending all their money investing in their games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you got to factor subscription services too.
Look at all the money kids are always, asking for money for Roblox and for Fortnite. They're always trying to get more stuff for that stuff. So yeah, there's gamers are still spending big. They're just spending their money differently.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm.
And like Axel said, I get numbers don't lie, but it can be manipulated. But actually, by itself,
that is illegal and against the law.
I don't know. You can ask the blue brand when it said, "Well, we saw this many PlayStation. All of a sudden, 4 million came out of nowhere." So yeah, you know what I mean. So it can be manipulated.
Well, they're Xbox, Asha, and them, they're not going to sit there and hide from this.
Yeah,
they know that they are struggling. Mm-hmm. The brand is struggling. You see her doing everything she can, right, to win back gamers and this and that, and that they're doing a good job as far as recent. But what's happened in the past, that's because of what decisions were made from the past regime.
What she's doing is, let's fix what we can, whatever amount. What was it? Who was it? I don't know if it was 2K who released that. 90 million consoles and Xbox have what? 40 million or something like that. That it was like a graph. So I know her mind's like, if we got 40 million people there, so let's do what we got right now, fix it, and from there on we could go whatever decision we can go for the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what she's doing right now.
So let me catch up with the chat because the chat has been on fire. Not to ignore what anybody's saying, but I gotta catch up the chat. I don't like to ignore my chat, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're busy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. Shout out to Xlands Gaming. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says Helix is greater than Steam Machine. I agree. But again, not my job to sell it. So, but I totally agree with you there, Xlands. Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Dave Reese is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And he says Kiln is Game of the Year 2026. Lost Boomers in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you, buddy. And Helix will be Dave Reese's first game that he buys at launch.
Nice.
Dreadpool, Steve Ballmer, developers. Hey, it worked, man. It worked.
Yes.
He had a very successful run.
Yes, he did.
Don't need a console. I have a tablet. Jack Pulse. Yeah, a lot of people do that now. Let's see. Be Nice says you can't tell everybody everything's in Xbox. Send your games to other platforms. Got to fix that. Yeah, Be Nice. Absolutely, I agree with you. Happy Cloud Gamer. If they make it right, I think Steam Machine will come up on top next gen. I don't think so, man. I have a friend who is a Steam gamer, in and out, has the mobile, the Steam.
You mean the Steam Machine? No, Steam Machine.
The Steam Deck.
I mean, yeah.
And he'd rather play on his PC than get a Steam Machine.
Yeah.
Steam Machine is a niche product, but hey, at least they're going after that niche player too. So not only are they going to get the hardcores, but the niche. So yeah. Let's see. Dreadpool says at the time they saw Xbox as a third-party publisher, even though they had their own console. So from a publisher standpoint, it makes sense, but from a console standpoint, it does not make sense. Yeah. Absolutely, Dreadpool. Absolutely. Shout out to legendary Yobi. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says we want Terry. There you go. I have to agree with B Nice. It's hard to have system sellers if you give everybody your games.
Mm-hmm.
And about or south of midnight, a system seller, what game you have is Forza and COD. We have to see how awesome Gears E-Day is. If they bundled COD with Helix, they would have sold 1 million consoles, man. I'm just throwing it out there.
They need to get back to doing that. When they had Call of Duty marketing, they were bundling Call of Duty with Xboxes.
Yeah, but how many years do they have before anything? 3 more years from the 10 years?
Were they allowed to do that?
Yeah, they were bundling. I agree. Yeah,
because they can't do that since they have a contract with PlayStation about that.
Yeah, there's probably something going on. But if you're going to bundle, the prices got to come down. They got to find a way. That's number one thing, price.
They could have blocked Sony from advertising in the Xbox Game Studios at all, but that would kind of be counterproductive. I don't think they want to do that, right? Sappho says they can fix this. Remember when PlayStation exclusive con maps and loadouts? They can do the same thing. Phil already said they're not doing that. And the thing is, once you say it, it's in stone, right?
Yeah, but that was Phil.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's from the FTC. They have to do it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if it's part of that. Yeah.
Like for example, I invest a lot of money into Starfield, 1,500 plus hours. Majority of the money goes into supporting these awesome modders. Yeah, Yobi, I totally agree with you. Right? Yeah, I agree here. Sappho, Hogwarts got an exclusive mission just for PlayStation, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Let's see. Jack Pulse, yeah, people keep saying economy, but gamers are still spending money. You're darn right I am.
That's true.
Gaming. I've made my choice. Gaming it is. Let's see.
Yeah, but that's for when, and like Terry was saying, that the majority of people who are spending their money are the ones playing Call of Duty, Madden, and stuff like that. They're not spending their money on multiple games. Us hardcore people, we're spending the money on multiple games and plus a subscription. Game Pass. So it's Xbox has to figure out how to get these games across to other gamers besides us.
And we're the minority when it comes to gamers. We are the minority. Because gaming has evolved very differently from when we were. If you look back like 30 years, it used to be everybody was buying all the games. All the games were pretty much linear. you played it, you beat it, and then you went and bought another game, or so then you could have that market of buying games, but now everything is online, so you don't have to buy 3 games a month. You can literally buy one game, and that game becomes a new game every couple of weeks because they'll have a different seasonal content, right? So they don't need to keep buying new games.
Yeah, I think if they can go back to start money hatting, start doing third-party marketing deals, or like, let's say you want to, okay, you're not going to get all those Call of Duty, Madden players only maybe buying multiple games, but if you can get them in Game Pass and say only on Game Pass for Call of Duty, Madden gamers, they need to kind of go, you can get this and that, skins and this and that,
Yeah,
so on.
you
need to get them in the subscription. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you're not buying the games, but if you're paying these subscriptions monthly, and it's over time, it just keeps growing the brand, that subscription service, that money's constantly coming in, whether or not they're playing the games or not. They're just playing with Call of Duty and stuff,
because of the way the gaming industry has changed, they can't go back to the old way. The only way they can go back to the old way is if all the countries started banning all these subscriptions. All right. That's the only way we're going to go back. And that's not realistic. That's not going to happen. So the only way we can do it now is to adapt. People keep bringing up exclusivity. So instead of it being strictly focusing on exclusivity for, game titles, they might need to go back to the old way of having exclusivity for, special content. Like, if you buy this multi-platform game on Xbox, you're going to get, these characters, you're going to get these skins. If you buy it on Xbox with Game Pass, we're going to give you a free, season pass or something for 1 year. More incentives to get people to buy things over on Xbox. So that's what they have. If they're going to, if you're going to go the exclusivity route, it's going to have to be for the content that people are spending their money on, which is season passes and cosmetics.
Yeah. So if you're a Game Pass subscriber, right? You get those discounts, perks,
Game Pass. Hey, you're gonna get
exclusive deals.
Game Pass. Hey, that next battle pass on Call of Duty, we'll give you a bigger discount on it because you have Game Pass Ultimate versus somebody who's playing Call of Duty on PlayStation. They're not getting that discount. More incentives that way for exclusivity, or more gun skins that are only available on Xbox, right? That's how they're going to that's the only other way I can see them going, to where they can make it, more people invest into their games on Xbox and create more value for it on Xbox versus their competitors, because they already made it to where their games are everywhere. That's fine, but you got to make it to where if they're going to invest in those games, Fortnite, whatever, you need to have a lot more content that is exclusive to Xbox to get them to buy it there.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like Matt Booty said when they were going through the whole ABQ deal. He said, let's outspend the competition. And they can.
In the competition, yeah.
They can in marketing and stuff like that, and third-party deals, they can.
Yeah. So, sorry, where was it? Let me finish catching up with the chat real quick. I'm just kind of skipping around now, right?
Or you play, you go and you buy the next Madden. Maybe I don't know what people buy in Madden, but people spend money in Madden, and they spend money in like 2K, like NBA 2K or whatever. Like, Xbox needs to have exclusive content.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They do. Be nice is the thing with exclusivity. It has to be the game everybody wants. Avowed, South of Midnight, I'm not going to do it. Exclusivity has to be high-powered attention grabbers.
Yeah.
It's hard to gauge the gaming audience, man. It really is. Do you want a viral game, a staple game? What kind of game do you want it to be exclusive? It's very difficult. It's not as good as we would.
Imagine
successful with Expedition 33.
Imagine if you're let's say you're playing Madden, right? And they have exclusive skins to where you can turn your team into like players from like Gears of War, or you can turn your people into like grunts from Halo or something. People would buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog reaffirmed it.
So the financials are down and stuff, right? But Satya, if you look at the screen here, Satya said, "We set records for monthly Xbox active users in the quarter, as well as game streaming hours." Right? So they have the users, they just aren't monetizing them enough. Right? They're just not making enough money off of us, right?
Yeah.
So that's something that is interesting. So even though it's down and we think there's certain ways to fix it, there's got to be something they can do. And Asha even said, right, she didn't, this is the part, like she didn't sugarcoat it at all. She said, Xbox earnings today, while we have made progress expanding the business and our margins, because, they have the active users and stuff, player and revenue growth has not met our ambition. We have work to do to earn every player today and into the future. So she is acknowledging it, right? She's acknowledging it that they need basically more whales. And what I mean by whales is the people who buy a game and spend tons of money on it, right?
Yep, which means they need to add that content to the subscription to add that value.
Yeah.
Right. And so she also started changing the way it's advertised. So shortly after she put that up, and I'm bringing this up, right? So remember this right here, has everybody on there, right? All that good stuff. But here is Forza Horizon 6, ready to immerse yourself. Experience Forza Horizon 6 launching May 19th with Xbox Series X and S.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, this might be because their PlayStation version hasn't been announced yet. But I like this. Focus just on the console. But it's launching on PC. They didn't mention that, right?
Because she said
they didn't mention that.
It's going to be priority again.
Yeah.
It starts with the console, and that's what
it starts with the console. And I think that's what this whole, everything's an Xbox thing kind of got wrong, is that they ignored their core. The people that have carried them for 25 years.
Yeah.
And so I think Asha's starting to bring that back. You can't ignore the core, because if you devalue if you say the console's not worth it, well, if you think it's not worth it, well, so will they. Right? Again, it's not my job to convince the millions that your console's worth it. That's your job, right? So that's all I'm saying. While I think the console's worth it, it's still not my job to convince everybody that it is worth it. Right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because Xbox has the games. They got the studios.
Mm-hmm.
They got tons of games that come out first party.
They definitely do.
Consistent, right? In Game Pass. To me, in the past, I've always said Game Pass is exclusive to me because I have Game Pass, so now I can play these games in Game Pass. I'm not going to go buy a PS5 or a Switch to play the same games that I have in Game Pass. But that's me. So it's up to them to figure out how do we appeal to all these different gaming market demographics, different, what do these players from these different demographics want, right? And so like me and Terry were talking about, the deals with exclusive deals with Call of Duty and Madden and stuff like that. You want this? Subscribe to Game Pass. This is what you can get,
Yeah, and Xbox is already kind of doing that outside with like food. You go and you buy, chips or soda or whatever. They always do partnerships and stuff with like Coke and all them.
They did a partnership with Fanta.
Yeah, but they just did the new one with Fanta, right? So it's the same idea. They got to keep doing more stuff like that, because then, the brand is being shown on the shelves and on everyday items that people are getting. They're getting special content from buying those particular items, right? Remember like back when you used to buy like bottles of soda, and they would always have like codes under the cap to win stuff.
Yeah.
They got to start doing that. They got to start doing that kind of stuff again, where it's like, maybe start winning like special like cosmetic items for the game. That's you have to buy, let's say you have to buy Fanta, and you can get like this one cool skin or something, or a background or something. They got to put more stuff both, in their subscription to add value, but they also got to, get more stuff in the games to add value to get people to buy the game on Xbox versus someplace else. But then also when they're marketing outside of the console, like with chips and soda and whatever, Pop-Tarts, I think they did Pop-Tarts once, like whatever stuff they're doing, they need to start adding more stuff that when people buy that, they're getting more stuff for Xbox as a whole, not just, oh, you buy this, you're getting something only for Halo. They need to do more than just focusing on one game. They have to be like, because imagine if you could get like cool backgrounds and other things that you can enjoy that it isn't game specific to where, because what if you don't play Halo? Then you're not going to buy those chips, right? So you got to get stuff that is going to benefit everybody with an Xbox, not just the people who like that one particular game.
Yeah. I think her also working with Netflix to get Xbox Game Pass in the
with
the view of
starters
Netflix
like that
subscribers.
Yeah.
That's all going to help out too going forward. What was where she used to work at the
AI? And
No,
AI is up 30%.
Yeah, before that the grocery deal.
No, she used to work for a payment company.
No, but it was the one about the app.
Yeah, it was I know what you're talking about. It was
Instagram.
Instacart.
Yeah,
Instagram.
Instagram. Come on, man.
Hey, go put a game Xbox subscription doing the Instacart. You want a subscription? Here, add it to your Instacart.
Hey, they added more ways to pay on the Xbox app already.
Yeah, why not?
And she is still working on it.
Yeah. Sincere actually brought up an idea with going with comms companies like T-Mobile and them too. Imagine, how not just what how like when you get, let's say, like T-Mobile, and they'll give you like included subscriptions to like Disney Plus and all that nonsense. Imagine if you can get T-Mobile or Verizon and get Game Pass included.
Dude, if AT&T Fiber included Xbox Game Pass, I'd be in.
Like
See, they need that's a great idea. They should do that too, because Disney and Netflix, they make lots of money. Hulu was doing it too. Getting people subscriptions, through their phone companies, right, or their internet providers. So Game Pass could easily be something that they could add into a service for those things.
Or they could go back like they used to have, that you could order Pizza Hut through the console. So I wouldn't be surprised they added DoorDash for it, since a lot of people would like to order from there.
Okay. So Be Nice says it's not just that Xbox has to get the casuals to believe they own every game. I'm talking about third party.
Yeah.
Absolutely. PlayStation has casuals believing they own multi-platform games. Yeah, a lot of people think that GTA is exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to me how people think that.
When Red Dead Redemption 2 came out,
yeah, a lot of people.
I had people at work that
exclusive,
because the way my PlayStation marketed the box, right, the physical copy, it made it look like it was only on PlayStation, and I was like, no, it's on Xbox too. He's like, oh, I didn't know that. So you got to play the game. PlayStation does it. You got to beat them at their own game.
It's all about marketing. You gotta kind of take over the marketing.
Yeah, so the future of the brand, I can't predict the exact future.
Yeah.
But when you're the only division that's down, when everybody else is posting double-digit increases, I can tell you the pressure is on, and there will be changes, and we can already see some of those changes coming. Asha has started advertising with the console first, right? She rebranded Microsoft Gaming into We Are Xbox, and telling everybody, you don't work at Bethesda, you work at Xbox. You don't work at Halo Studios, you work at Xbox, so that people start getting that whole mentality of, I can move you wherever I want, wherever I need you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the whole, the Gears team is helping this team, it's going to be, the Xbox team is working on it. Asha has started a lot of these movements to try to get us back in, and this is a tall mountain to climb. How do you get people to trust you with third party? Well, I think what they're doing with what is it? Heaven, the game I had earlier on here from Sega. Stranger Than Heaven.
Yeah.
What she's doing with Stranger Than Heaven,
Yeah.
getting those third parties to showcase on Xbox, I think is awesome.
It is.
That way, Xbox starts getting associated with those third parties. I really, 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 really believe they need to stop advertising non-Xbox platforms. Like this whole.
I noticed that every single time when it's either mid of the console cycle or at the end, something bad happens. That's what happened with Don Matrick. Then Phil came in, fixed it. Then they messed up again. Now Asha got to fix it. It's like a trend. I don't get
Microsoft will change every quarter. That's just the way it is. And Xbox is part of Microsoft.
I get it, but it's like
people come and go. I mean,
but it's like, man, I seen Team Red knowing that this guy is about to leave, but then this one come in and makes it way better. It's like they don't do that.
The thing is that with corporations, they don't lock down to like, hey, what is this? And this is all it is, and this is all it will be, and you have to work around this. The corporations don't do that at all. And I think that's what Asha's going to try to do. Is like, what is the Xbox? This is what it is, and everything else works around this. But I think this right here needs to stop because the competition on the exact same trailer ain't talking about you.
Yeah, but I blame Satya on that because
this is definitely Satya.
Phil wasn't doing that in the beginning, and things change over time, directions change, and Satya was the one. It came from him. He wanted Xbox to be everywhere. He didn't believe in exclusives. So people gotta.
I think maybe he didn't see the value of exclusive.
And maybe Phil just didn't convince him otherwise, wasn't able to, and maybe Sarah Bond was on board with that. I don't know. We don't know, right? But it didn't work. And Phil was like, I don't think he didn't give. People were giving him, well, why didn't Phil this and that? Like he did I feel Phil. He was a career Microsoft Xbox person.
Mm-hmm.
He knew what gaming was. He came in and did good things. He built the foundation. Now it's up to Asha to kind of like, sometimes you got to remodel. It's like earlier, I was like, she came into the Xbox house and she, she's looking around. She's like rearranging furniture. She's
pick up your shoes.
Like going to the kitchen. It's like, no, I don't like that. This should be over here. And then she goes into the attic and closet and she's like, wait a minute, why is this in here? Why are they hiding it? This is good stuff. Let's bring it back out. And that's what she's doing.
That's like saying, hey, wipe yourself.
So Phil, here. He says exactly what I think. Satya thinks he can be the top publisher and sell a ton of consoles at the same time. And while I do think that is possible, and like I said, just make it obvious. Xbox Game Studios exclusive. Activision immediately multi-plat. Blizzard multi-plat after a year or something. You know, make it clear.
Yeah.
More time exclusivity. I'm okay with them having their games everywhere, but do more. I guess if you're gonna have, I would say do timed exclusivity. Have the game at least on Xbox for at least 1 year before you send it everywhere else.
But the question is, if you put it within, let's say, 6 months.
No, it has to be a minimum.
6 months.
It has to be a minimum 1 year.
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, if you put it within either a 6 month window or a year, do you really think that will push consoles more?
It does, because do you not remember the fallout that happened with people when Tomb Raider, was it 2013? Tomb Raider,
I remember that.
Well, it had a time exclusivity with Xbox. PlayStation fans went freaking hard. And they were livid about how, they couldn't play Tomb Raider for like 1 or 2 years or however it was. And it was like a big deal. Mass Effect was exclusive on Xbox, and then it went everywhere. Exclusive. So no, I'm okay with games being everywhere, but there's gotta be a balance. So I don't like full on exclusivity.
That's the reason why I said that.
Because when you do full on exclusivity, to me that hurts the developer because you're limiting how many people can play that game. But time exclusivity, I mean, you get everybody who wants that. All your impulse buyers, which is the majority of gamers, they're going to go where they can get it right now. And then everybody else who's patient, they'll wait for it to come to their platform of choice and then play it later. And by the time they play it later anyway, no one, you know what I mean?
A new hot exclusive will be out.
They are able to advertise again.
Mm-hmm.
You know that this game is now available elsewhere. That gets brings the hype back up, and then people, will go back to playing on Xbox again to play. It works for both. It works for them in multiple ways, doing it that way. I can support timed exclusivity. I don't like full exclusivity.
Yeah, it depends on the game. Like with the
especially in her.
Yogi was saying in there, like the
I'm just kidding.
Tomb Raider one.
Me, I like full exclusivity.
Sorry, Fastback. Go on. Sorry to interrupt
like
you.
the
Go
Tomb
on.
Raider one. Like,
yeah,
Phil and them didn't come out and say right away. They said, "Oh, this is going to be on PlayStation a year. If you want to wait." Someone else leaked the shit. You got media and people out there that, for some reason, they hate Xbox and say they decided to. Well, hey, don't worry. This is coming out, and then Phil had to come out and make a statement about it after that, and it did hurt Xbox. After
it did
that,
hurt.
so,
I think so.
And the game didn't sell as well as it should have. So how do they? They do these third-party deals, and hey, we're gonna exclusive for a year. How do they prevent that? How do they fight back on it? I don't know. They got to do deals only on Xbox. Here's a bundle. Here's this only on Xbox. And do away with the whole marketing, even mentioning the other platform at all. Let people figure it out.
I never want to see a PlayStation shirt on an Xbox show ever again.
But Xbox has got to fight back to prevent these people, these gaming medias, or people that even work at the studio. Mm-hmm. They know they're developing it for the other platform. So they got to crack down on these people leaking and stuff too.
They got to lie to me like Phil lied to me. Only 4 games.
Get over it, sir.
All right, let's see. Legendary Yobi is right. She's right. PlayStation fans were so mad they forced the publisher to break NDA and reveal the release date for the PlayStation 4. Yeah, for Tomb Raider. Absolutely.
Yeah, never worry about the sales.
Blizzard's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He said, Satya, well, we put Windows on Apple, so why be exclusive? Yeah, well, it's not Windows, man. Gabe Walk Bandit, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, it's not just about games. Xbox lost the cool factor. They got to get it back. They lost their mojo, man. They lost their mojo. Let's see. Jago Cookin's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, people will wait a year to play a game on the preferred platform nowadays. Bring back permanent exclusives.
Yep.
I say I can't worry about Dev's wallets. I worry about my wallet. You're dang right.
No, that's only true for single-player games. When it comes to your online games that, are coming out every year or two, they're not going to wait a year because they missed the whole game. They're not.
But that's what I'm saying. It's single-player games because multiplayer just multiplayer.
That only works for single-player games because no one's going to wait a year to play the new COD. No one's going to wait a whole year.
No one's going to wait a year to play COD.
Yeah, no one's going to wait a whole year to play the next Madden
and they're doing it. Thank you for bringing up COD. They're already doing it. They removed COD off of Game Pass. You think people are going to wait a year to play COD on Game Pass? Like, just being honest.
They're going to buy it.
They're going to buy it. Yeah. So they know exclusives work.
But if you're going to have time, you got to give them a reason to buy it on Xbox first.
But that's what I'm saying.
They got to get that cool factor.
I know this is not an Xbox game, but can you imagine if Crimson Desert, that is a huge game, it would have been exclusive for Xbox?
5 million copies.
That's the thing. They got to find.
And that's just an example because I know they're not made by Xbox.
Even if it was timed, it still would have did a lot. You're going to tell me, let's say the next, I don't know what's big. Like, I guess like Dark Souls. Okay, Dark Souls is big, right? What if, hypothetical, they had made a deal to have time exclusivity for the next Dark Souls? No one's gonna wait a year for the Dark Souls. They're gonna buy it day one on freaking Xbox.
Yeah, it's gotta be the right game.
Even if it had a 1 year thing. So I get what Jago's coming from, but there are certain games they are going to be too impulsive to wait that year.
So you're talking about, I don't want to get confused. You're talking about third-party exclusives.
Third party, it could be first party. I don't care. Look at them. Look at them.
Look at them.
What was that? I can't think of the stupid ship one that Axel loves so much.
Starfield.
Sea of Thieves, right? Sea of Thieves. It had its moment to shine, and then it kind of fell off. You just had like your small hardcore fan base that was still playing, and no one cared about that game anymore. you know, and then they brought it over to PlayStation and stuff, and it brought life back into that game. That's great for the developer, right?
Yeah.
So time exclusivity can be a win-win. It just needs to be the right games to where people are going to be impulsive and they're not going to wait, you know, for it to come out on their platform of choice. And then, you know, because, you know, people like me who are cheap and are going to wait, you know, 6 years to play a game, I'm you know, there aren't enough of people like me. Most gamers are impulsive buyers. All right. So they're not going to wait if it's a game that they are highly anticipating. It doesn't necessarily have to be a first party game. It just needs to be, you know, a highly anticipated game that they can lock in for 1 year, like Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider's not a first party game. And look what the commotion that one caused, right? It just has to be the right game that people are going to have highly anticipated for it.
By the data that they showed, anything that is multiplayer is a common sense is a win. But single players should be fully exclusive because the data showed that Gears Reloaded on the PlayStation didn't sell well. So that means leave it exclusive for the platform.
And that was day one, right? On PlayStation when it came out. It wasn't like time, right? It came out day one.
I think it was
PlayStation,
day one.
Xbox, and
it was day one for.
So they got to pick the right games.
That's what I'm saying. Just
and they have to follow through. They have to follow through because look what happened with what was it, Avengers? Was it Avengers? They had made promises for Spider-Man for PlayStation, and then they didn't get it for over a year. And then by the time they finally released it, no one was playing the game anymore. So you know it can backfire when you make promises for exclusive content, and then you don't even release the stuff. You're right. So you know you got to make sure that you follow through with it.
Remember, they're gonna say we own the Spider-Man situation. You know they were gonna go for that.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of people that were holding out on the game because they wanted that exclusive character. Which is why you know, Fastback and I agree that they need to do more of that exclusive DLC content or cosmetic content, whatever. Because there were a lot of people holding out for Spider-Man for that game, right? And then they didn't get it. So, you know, we need the incentives to get people to invest in the games within the Xbox ecosystem. You know, time exclusivity will get more people that are impulsive to buy now. And then people who want to wait 1-2 years or whatever to play on PlayStation or Switch or PC, fine. You know, and then they can start advertising for it again. And what's going to happen? Hey, the game is now released over on PlayStation, and we're also going to have the game 50% off over on Xbox. So if you didn't buy it then, you know, now we're boosting it over here again and get people to start buying it again because now the hype is real because now everybody else is going to finally get to play it. They can still make it benefit them, you know, doing it that way.
Yeah, and how do you counter Spider-Man? Right, it's only on PlayStation. Well, Xbox has the money. Go get the WB studio. To get the Batman, get the rights to that stuff.
Batman and Superman.
Batman only on Xbox. That would sell Xbox consoles.
It would, and Superman. If they
Superman
is underutilized. Superman is probably one of the most popular comic book characters ever made, and he's super underutilized because when it comes to video games, he tends to he has that bad stigma of sucking. So you know, so if they can. So get a really good game that people love playing. You know, what was the one that we had? Was it like Legion or something? The one that the Mortal Kombat guys made that was DC.
Rocksteady.
Injustice.
Yeah, Injustice. Yeah, Injustice. Right. Imagine if you know you go and let's say they make the next Injustice and they have you know an exclusive Superman you know on Xbox, right? You know people are going to buy that.
Imagine if they go buy the was it Netherlands for Mortal Kombat? What they
Netherrealm?
Netherrealm.
Yeah.
You go buy that, and then it's like, all right. You imagine they do Mortal Kombat. It could be maybe time exclusive or certain things.
Man, they can make Killer Instinct cross.
Yes, and
they could even make Killer Instinct.
Yes.
You know, and put more you know special characters in there that have something to do with it. And, you know, Mortal Kombat made a lot of money having non-Mortal Kombat characters. You know, like Ninja Turtles and everybody else in their game. You know, they could bring back. You know,
certain
the other
characters one. Only on Xbox. You know.
Yeah, and they can start boosting. You know, other characters. You know, have Master Chief and everybody else in there.
Yeah, because I mean, Now you go buy Mortal Kombat. Okay, it can still be multi-plat, but like you
Yeah.
said, only exclusive things will only be on.
Yeah, but like, hey, you want to play Mortal
Characters and
Kombat?
stuff.
Great, but if you want to play as Master Chief, you got to buy it on Xbox.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully can be aggressive and do things like this to counter. And how do you get people to? Well, now I get him to buy Xboxes. I could play Superman and Batman game on Xbox.
Or they can make
Like people
deals
are
with other companies. If they want to make a deal with Disney or whatever, they can have special characters only on Xbox. It doesn't have to be an Xbox priority character. They can get other stuff. Just make deals with other companies.
Yeah, it would have been cool if they did. Because Obsidian did KOTOR 2.
Yeah,
I would like to see Obsidian do a Star Wars game. Get a exclusive deal with that. But we shall see.
we shall see. All right, I think that's it, guys.
I mean, we can go on and on, but
Sappho, Terry, I'm having Superman 64 flashbacks. That's so funny. Yeah. Let's see. Sorry, I saw someone new here. So,
Tim.
Nick, shout out to Nick. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says they're not going to make you any games like this. LOL. So why do you Xbox fans torture yourselves?
We're just talking.
I don't feel tortured at all, man.
Me either.
Yeah. Demetria. How do you say this name?
Dimitri and more.
Dimitri and more. Yeah.
Dimitri and more.
Dimitri and more says, I totally agree with you with the Batman Warner Brothers purchase. Yeah, I totally wanted that, man. I totally wanted that.
That would have been great, but again, we don't have to acquire everything. You can just make deals with people to use their stuff for a time.
Oh, Terry, Harry Balzac's telling you, live in the now. They're talking about stuff that would take 5 to 12 years to happen. Xbox needs to.
No, this stuff this stuff literally was like the biggest thing in gaming like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, I could go and I could boot up my racing game, and guess what? The freaking T-Mobile freaking phone was the phone I was freaking using, right? So no, like they had this stupid sidekick, right? So no, this is something that we used to do all the time. All the time. You used to play racing games and they had real billboard advertisements for like Domino's and freaking in the game. So they used to do this stuff all the time. This isn't like 5-12 years in the future. This is literally stuff that we did in the past that they stopped doing.
Yo, you got to bring more of that light, Axel.
Shout out to D. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP, the super MVP with his super chat. He says, thanks for the long show. Make Sunday's work go by fast. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Long show. Yeah.
Imagine if they make the next Forza, right? And if you go and you sign and they make a deal with Verizon, and then they can throw some Verizon skins or liveries on there or whatever, so that everybody gets a win-win. Verizon gets their advertising, and you get Game Pass with Verizon, and everybody wins.
Yeah. We're just talking about stuff that there's things that they need to do now, obviously, but there's things that we're talking about Batman or Mortal Kombat franchise, like the stuff that they can do, pick up, and then that'll be going forward for the future. So they can do both, right?
We'll see what they need to do. Satya needs to get on board with the reality of console gaming. I know he wants to do a platform, and I'm totally in on the platform, but you can't ignore the console.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
Well, I think Asha and her team, Matt Booty, went in there and talked to Satya and said, look, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're proposing. And now it's up to them to make it happen, right? And if they don't make it happen, well, they will be gone. And they will bring some other person in.
If she went to the office and said, just leave us alone. We know what we're going to do, then we're fine.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. Your AI. Even that's not going well.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
SOT Dis, thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Appreciate you. He says, I think next gen being so PC centric will come with some natural exclusivity and priority. Yeah.
Better discounts. Better. I'm hoping that it brings better discounts on older games, because that's one of the best things PC has is their games have better sales. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And console sucks when it comes to we have sales, but nothing compares to what Steam is able to do with their sales, right? So we this will help not only the indies out there and the third party, game companies out there, but it just be better for gamers too. And they can even incentivize that with Game Pass, where they can get, maybe they can put in some kind of add-on if they do the add-on thing that they brought up, right? Because she said she was thinking about doing add-ons. Imagine if they had an add-on to where you can get bigger discounts if you buy from certain publishers, or something like that.
Terry, I always had that in mind, that why they don't put it like competitive price like that compared to the Steam sales. That's something that I always wonder why they don't do that.
Or if you can, maybe they can have like an indie add-on where if you add that little increase to your Game Pass subscription, you'll get bigger discounts on indie games.
Mm-hmm.
That helps the indie devs because there's a lot of great indies out there that no one's buying because they don't have the marketing, right?
Yeah.
And Game Pass, and then you put you put the indies on Game Pass, and those indies see a lot more players playing them because they have the advertising through Game Pass. But then there's all the other ones that aren't able to do that. So imagine if you can also have it to where not only you got the spotlight of indies on Game Pass, but you can add in for indies to where you get additional discounts on those games that aren't in there. That there's other things they can do.
And the Xbox is, if you look at now, they just released the Xbox game mode, right, on PC, right? We've had it on the ROG, and now you got the Xbox mode. They want people on PC to kind of like start going to Xbox on your PC, going that, you launch it on your Xbox on the PC, you're in the Xbox mode, right? Now you can go and they want to get PC gamers to start buying games in Xbox storefront. They want you to, even if you buy a Steam game, but you're in Xbox mode, and now you're always on the Xbox section of PC. They're trying, so I think they're going to try to compete with Steam. And like you said, Terry, they need to start, okay, so you need to start pricing these games right on Xbox. When you're in Xbox mode, the storefront, find a way, or even exclusives where these games are only going to be on Xbox PC. That's how where the exclusivity on PC, where it's not on Steam, but it's on Xbox PC mode. So, the Helix is going to help kind of merge both of those markets, console and PC. And I think that's where they're going. And then you're hearing now PlayStation is going to come up with their own PC store launcher. Yeah. So now you're seeing people trying to fight for all those PC gamers in both markets. So
yeah, the Xbox PC games price wise need to compete with Steam, because if you're having the option to play, I don't know, let's say I don't know what games they all have on Steam, but let's say they had Gears of War, right? Let's say the next Gears of War is going to be on Steam and it's going to be on Xbox PC, but Steam has it cheaper. Where are you going to go?
No, yeah, they got to prevent that. Yeah.
Or if they have Steam available on the Helix console, you're going to buy Gears through the Xbox Marketplace, or are you going to go buy the cheaper version through Steam and then go through the app and play it that way? You know what I mean? They're going to have to get that worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Anything else here? Oh, yeah. Terry, we had a poll about the financial reports and what can be done to improve Xbox.
All right, what should Xbox do to improve the quarterly performance? 43% of people, I think it was just Axel on multiple devices, said bring back the exclusives. 29% said stop advertising on other platforms. 14% bundle games with consoles, and 14% said something else. I was one of those, but I had already voiced my opinions on all those something else's. Another one I want to touch up on. Remember, because Fastback had brought up, bundling games with new console purchases. They could bundle games or bundle content for games when you buy new controllers, or if you buy a new headset, or if you're buying accessories for your console, you should be able to get something bundled with that too, not just the console, because many people are going to buy one console, but some people will go and they buy multiple controllers or headsets because they break them, they have kids or whatever, they get broken, right? So imagine if you can buy a new let's say you buy like a themed controller and you get the game from that theme with it, you know what I mean? Like, or you get special content from that game with that controller to incentivize people to buy that controller. There's things they can do like that.
Yeah, and
There you
the
go.
whole
Yeah, imagine.
month of bundling. Hey, buy this console and you get a 3 month or a month of Game Pass. That's
Yeah, so
that's not
when they want you to spend that $100 and some on that Xbox Halo controller that Axel just has to have, how much more enticing will that be if you also get an exclusive gun or skin for that Halo
did.
game that you also want to play?
I did.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get it. Totally get it. All right. I think that's all for today. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. But of course,
another 3-hour show.
a 3-hour show. Yeah, guys, we gotta end the show somehow. So sorry if I didn't get to your chats. You know I love you, chat. But we gotta get going here. With that being said, we are gonna get out here. But of course, we wouldn't be able to do this show without you guys, the chat. And that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to all of the shows here on the Iconic Video Games channel. And with that being said, we are out of here. I'm Axel1324.
I'm Cool Cat Terry.
I'm Eternal Shaddai.
And I'm Fastback 6768. Thank you,
We'll
gamers.
catch you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Oh, wrong button. Hold on.
You know how she sounds like this.